Okay, you dirty, dirty, dirty bastards. I'm slightly late because Naughty Peter told me that I can't spell. I'm not happy about this. Damn, why do the foreigners always get the last word in? Anywho, I did have something to speak about, but now I can't be asked. So fuck you all. I'm going to sit here on mute. Tonight I will mostly be pretending that this is coffee. It isn't. But I'm in such a foul mood now, thanks to Peter. This is why we left the EU. Bastards like him. Oh, damn and blast. Peter's broken my head. No fucker told me that I've been spelling that word incorrectly. That is so bad. I hate him so much. I really do. He's a cock, basically. He's a fucking cock. I'm so tired. I'm so damn tired. I spent all night awake. If you've not got a MacBook, or if you don't use Macs or whatever, you won't understand. Oh, look, I've got a thingy. If you don't understand how difficult it is to do things with a Mac sometimes because of security issues and what have you, it will drive you insane. So I've no idea if this is even working, to be honest. Absolutely no idea. But I'm very tired. And I'm not allowed to have a shave on July the 4th, Independence Day. What a fucked up country. Oh. Oh, that's not too bad actually. I've just rewound on the YouTubes and this does seem to be working, so now I'm not quite so paranoid. Well, I am slightly because I've still got this damn thing going on. Oh. Grizzly Adams doesn't suit me. I'm bored again.
Immensely.
Hey, it's the Fae.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Put your cat away.
No.
I was watching earlier. You were talking to I forget her name.
Angie and Laura.
Oh, yeah, and Laurie. Yeah, that
Oh,
was
and Julie.
and Julie. Yeah, that was fun. I
Mm-hmm.
I've got absolutely nothing for you today.
Oh, that's okay.
I don't know why I started this. I've literally got nothing to speak about. I just wanted to play.
It's fine, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, I was getting a little bit worried because
I was
I
taking
was.
so long to come.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that. No,
Okay.
I don't care about you. You're a nobody.
Oh,
You're a
thank
cat.
you.
You're a cat lady.
I know I'm a nobody.
I just spent so well. I spent all night fiddling, not with myself, but trying to get my sexy mic working. That I was thinking,
Ah.
oh dear, this is not going to work. But apparently people can hear me, so whatever. That
Um. What do you call it? Texas governor finally mandated the wearing of face masks.
oh yeah, that's still a very weird thing because you've got state by state things,
Yeah.
which is really fucked up. You need to sort that fucker out.
I agree.
But we're kind of one big thing. And yet we've now got a fucking county that's been told to go on lockdown.
Kind of weird, right?
It's very weird and it's not going to work because we can't police it. We're basically turning into a shit version of America. I know that sounds impossible, but seems to be what's happening.
That's not cool.
Very not cool.
Uh,
And we've only got 2 days before the shit hits the fan.
well, I think we should talk about that a bit, don't you?
I don't know. People get bored when we talk about grown-up things.
So What do you want to start with?
I don't start with things. I just sit here and talk to myself, and if any sexy people come along, I'll play with them. That's how I
Okay.
roll.
Well, I'm not sexy, so there you go.
I am kind of pissed off about what's going to happen here on Saturday. That's going to be such a fucking mess. It's going to be horrendous, and I'm embarrassed about it. You guys are used to it. You're the people in charge of you. You're used to them being utter dickheads.
Mm-hmm.
We're not kind of quite as used to it as you are. As you added a Texas. You are. We're not quite as used to it as you are. So when they go totally mental, our leaders over here, it's really fucking weird and scary. Very, very fucking scary.
What do you think is gonna? What's the one thing that you think is gonna happen first, or impact the most?
In the world or here?
There.
Saturday is going to be really fucking horrendous. It's going to be so fucking bad. I can't believe that they're even. I just can't believe that it's happening. It's going to be so fucking really, really horrendous and bad. I think there are some sensible people out there with brains who can see what's going to happen. But if you can try to imagine the British stereotype of pubs and getting totally shit-faced, opening the pubs on a Saturday all day long for the first time in over 100 days.
It's gonna be a mess.
It's going to be a huge disaster. And one of the reasons for that is what tends to happen over here at a weekend during normal times, pre-virus. The hospitals in A&E, accident and emergency, would be full of people who were a little bit too drunk, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and drinking isn't exactly something that you want people who need to be careful about their behavior and their safety.
But if you try now to imagine that if you try to imagine a certain type of British person whose life revolves around
the pub,
the pub or getting shit-faced, and they've not been able to do it legally for however many months it is, what the hell is going to happen on Saturday?
It's going to be a mess.
It'll
Just
be
like
a
it was
mess.
a mess here.
And the thing that is really annoying is that this is going to really fuck the hospitals up. And we've been being told for months and months and months that we have to protect the NHS. And on the following day, on Sunday, the day after July the 4th, it's actually the anniversary of the NHS. I think it's 75 years old or something. And we've all been ordered by dear leader to go outside and clap.
Dear leader.
I just find that really fucked up. Because the people... I think you understand where I'm going with this. I just find that so fucking messed up.
It's
The people in... The health professionals in the NHS, the nurses and doctors, are going to be so damned busy Friday night, Saturday morning. Oh, sorry, Saturday night, Sunday morning, July 4th. You know what I mean? They're going to be dealing with idiots. And yet, dear leader has ordered us to go out on Sunday morning out of our doors into the streets and to clap for the NHS. That just fucks me up. It's so hypocritical and wrong.
It is.
Fucked up country.
I don't get it.
I think I do understand what's going on. I mean, I always understand what's going on because I'm awesome, but I was listening to one of my favourite people on the radio today,
Mm-hmm.
and he said what I kind of think, which is it's a blame game. So our government over here
Mm-hmm.
will use their fancy slogans, their 3-word slogans. They'll be very vague about instructions about what you're supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do. But ultimately, the blame is on you.
Oh yeah.
It's your fault that you've caught the COVID. It's not our fault, it's your fault.
Well, the New York governor said that if you go into another state and
Is he still a cool guy, or
he, he's like half and half, really.
I think he's
He's
half and half as well, yeah.
he's never been totally cool, but
You think
he's not completely evil either. But he is
No,
tone deaf.
he's not one of the bad guys, is he?
No, he's not. He's not a bad guy, but he's not a great guy. If I make any sense at all.
I get you.
Yeah, I mean, like there are things that it's like, hey, think, don't make me hit you. So it there are things that could be improved, but um, he has said, look, there are certain states around us that have lots of COVID. I I don't like how he's reopening New York bit by bit. He's starting to rethink that now because the whole country's in a spike. But he did try to reopen it. It's like, dude, we have over 300,000 cases that we know about right now.
I
Don't
think
you
I, th-
don't you think you shouldn't do that?
I think it's a problem for the good guys because none of us are used to living through a pandemic, are we? It's a new thing for us.
No, there was the AIDS
So
pandemic.
it's a learning process and people can make mistakes, and
Mm.
that's to be expected.
I was in high school when the AIDS pandemic started, and it was absolutely frightening.
Oh, that was terrifying, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, you had people like, oh, I'm finally going to get old enough to like have some freedom and start my adult years. And you start looking at
I'll tell
people
you,
like, who can I date? What's this bit
that's
about
just
sleeping with people?
that's
Hmm?
just reminded me of something actually.
What?
I can remember back then over here, it was sold, for want of a better word, as being a really terrifying thing,
Yeah,
and
here
and
too.
there would be, you would call them PSAs on the TV, and they would put the fear of God into you. This is really scary. Don't do bad things, if you know what I mean. And it was really in your face constantly.
Hmm.
There is nothing like that I've seen about this pandemic.
Nope.
There's
This
and
pandemic has been politicized.
I don't
Uh,
want to. I'm not. I don't want to belittle um, the problem with AIDS and HIV because that's a serious thing. But it was treated in such a way. We were literally bombarded with um, fear.
we weren't in the beginning. In the beginning, it was just treated like, well, don't be gay, dude. Don't be gay. like even when they tried to discuss things with Reagan's um, top dude, basically he's like, they're like, what about this new gay man's disease and blah blah blah. Like they didn't even call it AIDS yet. And basically the guy's like, I'm not gay. Anyone here gay? As if to say, well, there's not enough gay people to worry about. It's like it's only a gay issue. Like the United States government really didn't embrace it. The people who like funded things and like they threw very little money at it and then defunded it immediately, or at least Reagan did. The only reason why it started like taking off in the United States is because like tainted blood transfusions and things like that. If it had only remained a gay issue in the media's eyes, we wouldn't have done shit about it, hun. You know what I mean? We wouldn't have done shit. And it was Hollywood and people like that who really got the ball rolling here. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have done anything about public outcries because according to my government, which was run by the Republican Ronald Reagan at the time, big deal. I mean, even when his friend Rock Hudson died.
So what do you think about my little idea that do you not think more fear should have been?
Oh yeah, I think more fear should have been. I think you're right.
Because my little kind of problem with this, and yes, I do smoke, but when you buy a
You're
packet of
allowed to.
cigarettes, when you buy a packet of cigarettes, it has a picture on it of what will happen to you.
Hmm.
It's a very graphic picture, and I'm not even going to tell you what we see over here in the UK, but it's quite graphic.
Hmm.
Why are we not seeing that kind of thing about this virus? Because when you get this virus in such a way that you're going to die from it, it's a very, very grim death.
Well, it's almost like okay. I have a question for you. Why did Boris ignore it until he had it?
Oh, don't get me started. Listen, I've only
I
got
really
30.
think I really think they're trying to do it like a human cull. I mean, I'm not talking about they manufactured it and trying to kill people,
Oh, no, no, no. This
but
this is that's actually a fact. Over here, the official government stance for 2 weeks was, and I quote, "We will ride this out. Let's take it on the chin."
hmm
That's what Johnson said on live TV. So we went 2 weeks
taking it on the
where
chin
take it on the chin. Let it run its course, he said.
until he got it.
And this is why the UK is the leader. This is the only thing we can lead
The amount of
at
COVID cases.
in the moment. If you could see the actual true figures, not the shit that our dear leader tells us about, you'd be absolutely fucking shocked. It's bad in your country, but listen, we're kind of not too far behind you. And we're a
Can
small country.
I know? Can I send the link to Stags?
You can do whatever you like. Yeah.
Well, it's I don't want to do things without your permission.
No, you're cool. Do whatever you like.
Okay.
I trust you, but don't get the cats out.
I have to at some point. I have to feed them.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of shit. And now that we're into July, so we're on month 7. Oh crap! What will happen next?
I don't know.
And you guys have still got your October thing, haven't you?
What do you mean October thing?
Or is it November? I forget.
That's the re-election.
Hmm.
That's the election. Whether or not we find out if we have uh 16 or like 12 to 16 weeks more of Trump, or if we get rid of him.
So that scares me so much. That really scares me.
Scares you? I've got a
Oh
mixed
yeah.
family.
Oh, listen, I keep saying this. It obviously it affects you a massive way. It affects all Americans, but
I wish it didn't affect anyone else. Why can't the rest of the world just look at
he,
America and say, stop it?
you've got to remember that technically he is, air quotes, the leader of the free world.
Well, according to Time magazine, that's Angela Merkel.
Well, we like her, don't we? She's very
We
cool.
do, don't we?
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
her. I want to adopt her. Oh my goodness, she is more than welcome in my family. I love her.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a proper leader.
She is wonderful, isn't she? I
Absolutely,
I,
yeah.
I saw a COVID-19 speech of hers, and very basically, she's like, "This really sucks. We're not going to be making money. It's going to get harder before it gets better. We're having some really like hard rules about masks and hand washing and hygiene." And she's just like, "Hang in there. We're working on it, but you cannot expect instant results." It's like patience is what you're going to have to get good at. And it's just like, but she did it in such a calm and caring and like, yes, this sucks. We're going to
There's
have to
a
really try. And I'm like, I love you. It's,
Yeah, it kind of makes you a bit jealous, doesn't it? Because
yeah,
yeah, we all
yeah,
want we all want somebody who's actually competent
yeah,
to be in charge.
yeah. And someone who's going to tell you the real skinny, because the more they lie, the more we do not trust our governments. And she's sitting
Yeah.
there going, "This is bad,
Hmm.
and we cannot lose our minds and make it worse."
That's all you need, though, isn't it? From the people who you've elected, you want them to be honest with you.
Yeah, you really do. You don't need them saying it's a hoax
We don't need all the. Oh, fuck no, we don't need
or
that shit.
keep a stiff upper lip. This is gonna really suck. But it's like, what do you call it? Was it Churchill when one particular area of London got bombed? He's like, "Oh, good, like the Germans have done what we couldn't have done in centuries because the tenements were gone." And that was just a really insensitive way of handling like how many thousands of homeless people now.
Yeah, Churchill was a bit of a dick.
I don't know if he was ever sober, and it kind of like speaks. It kind of speaks to the world, like a lot of his like quote unquote important meetings with cabinet members would be happening while he's taking a bath.
He was a massive dick, he really was. But
I'm taking a bath. You have to come in here and talk to me while I'm taking a bath. Well, that's a great way to handle the seriousness of your people getting killed.
maybe this is one of those tricky things that are hard to think about because he was a massive dick. He was a racist fuck shit. He was vile. And he was
He
not a
was a
fan.
product of his times.
Oh, yes, it was history.
It was history. I appreciate that point, but he was still a dick.
He
Because
was a
every
massive
human,
dick, but
when your country is under attack by another, when you're at war, every fucking person with a pulse matters.
the
I
thing
mean,
is about this, I struggle with this one because I do actually understand history. And
yeah,
he
well,
was a
so do
dick.
I.
I know you do. He was
Okay.
a dick, and yeah, he was a massive dick. However, and I've got to say this with a bad, sad voice. However, who else would have?
Nobody.
made the thing happen. So
Nobody.
maybe, I don't know, sometimes maybe the bad guy should be on your side every now and again.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, and this is what drives me crazy, is we, well, Americans will saint the person that like got us through a bad time, no matter how squidgy they were,
Oh
no
yeah.
matter how filthy they were, and they won't hear any bad words against them. Like, oh, you do know that Thomas Jefferson had slaves and he was fucking a few of them.
Oh
And
yeah.
people
I
would be
mean,
like, "Oh, I'm not gonna hear a bad thing about a founding father." No, can we please deal with the reality? I'm not saying that we need to erase him from the history books, but we need to talk about what morality is. And if he
that's
was
the
such a moral
that's
person, come on.
that's one of the wonderful things about the Churchill times, because yeah, there are people over here who idolize him.
Hmm.
They think he's basically God.
Yeah,
But history will tell you that as soon as the war was over, he was voted out.
yeah,
And the people said, yeah, fuck off. Let's get back to normal.
yeah.
We
We've had
don't
enough. We've had
we
enough now.
we now do not want a conservative government. We want a Labour government.
Yeah, because we need to think about the
So
people.
maybe you could call him a useful tool.
Yes, definitely. Yes. There are
Oh,
some things that Churchill did with a really good thing. We have more
we,
people?
we've got a person who wants to join us.
Oh, is it Stags?
I think it's Stags, yeah.
Oh, awesome. I love Stags.
Should we let Stags in or not? He seems to be
Definitely.
dancing. He's
He's
doing some kind of weird dance.
I can't see what you see until you let him in.
Oh, I love your dance, Stags. Are you wearing a hat? Or is that
He's
your
always
hair?
wearing hats. He's
Oh, I love him. He's wearing a hat. I'll let him in.
he's lovely.
This is going to be one of my new requirements. To join my streams, you must be wearing a hat.
I'm not wearing a hat.
Yay!
We'll pretend I'm wearing a hat. I'll draw an icon where I'm wearing a hat.
Well, we'll find out when you get your kitty cam.
I'm not going on camera.
Yes, you are.
No,
If I can do it, you can.
I don't want to.
Trust me.
No,
Have you seen my beard?
no.
Fucking hell.
Mm. Anyway, shall we do this?
Do what?
So washed out. Sorry. What are we doing?
I don't know. I think we're going live. I'm not sure.
Oh, been
Are we
live
going
for
live?
we've been live for 35
We've been live
minutes.
for.
Have we?
Yeah.
I thought we were
Didn't you
just
see me
talking.
in?
Yeah,
I
we
jumped
can
No,
in
see
I
the
you,
chat
didn't
and
Stags.
said
know.
hi. I jumped in the chat and said hi, and you're like, "Can I send the link to Stags?"
Oh my
Oh,
goodness, I'm
That-
terrible.
yeah, bad
I
news
was
for
like,
you. Bad news for you, Wonder Lady. We've been broadcasting our insane ramblings for the past 35 minutes.
I don't know these things. I'm just talking to talk. I'm enjoying myself having
it's
a
like
good conversation.
it tells me that we're live and how long you've been on the air for.
Yeah.
I haven't been in the room. I haven't been
Uh,
in the room. Sorry. Are you purring?
Somebody's
yeah,
purring. Oh, he's not a cat person, is he?
No.
Or is he doing that thing with his... Oh, I
No,
see what he's doing.
he's just
I
a
see what he's
reasonable
doing.
person.
Yeah, I like Stags. He's cool.
I've got this fun little noisemaker here.
Your little bubble
It's a
kit.
cool little bubbly noisemaker.
Yeah.
It's
So
a party
yeah.
trick.
Oh, but like back to Winston Churchill. I unfortunately we can't, well, at least Americans, I don't think we can, we've begun to, but it's like there are so many reasons why so many statues are coming down, but at the
Did
same time
Did
we're
you?
not doing it. I don't think we're actually looking at our leaders and being realistic with the ones that we like and we don't like.
Hey, Faye, I'm totally cool with you
It-
inviting people into my stream. That's really lovely.
Mm,
But did you explain to Stags that we're really boring and we've been talking about Winston Churchill for the past 10 minutes? Is he aware of this?
he's very
Yeah, I was
smart.
watching. I think we should have put Winston Churchill on ice, so we could have used him when we needed him. And
Like Lennon.
and also, right, just like yeah, just freeze him,
Faye,
cryogenically
Hey.
freeze him,
What?
can I
then
just interrupt
bring him
you,
out
Faye,
when-
please?
when
Do
we
you not-
need him
Do you not giggle when Stags laughs? It makes me fucking laugh.
Anyway, keep going. I'm not even gonna answer that.
He's got one of those laughs that just makes you piss in your
All right.
pants.
I
It's
know.
so funny.
to. when they say that Winston Churchill was a product of his time, won't they
Yeah.
say that about people today?
Mhm.
Like in the future, they'll go like, "Yeah, this guy in 2020 was really racist, but come on, he was a product of his time.
Exactly.
Everybody was racist in 2020."
Exactly.
I don't find
That's
that
the
to
type
be a
of
very
excuse.
compelling excuse.
No, it's not.
Like George Washington. George Washington arranged to have his slaves freed.
Yeah.
After he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, he arranged to have his slaves freed, but only upon his death.
Yeah.
Like, it was in his will. My slaves are free. And Thomas Jefferson hated slavery. He thought it was garbage.
But he
And
liked
he
this
owned
sex
slaves.
slave.
Yeah, he sure did. I mean, you would.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch of people who were living pretty hypocritically, and it's like, what do you call it? Some people are like, oh yeah, like the founding fathers were so into like, God and stuff. It's like, no, not all of them. It's like, oh, and the founding fathers are like so perfect. No, not really. Like we weren't we did not expect that the King of England would let us go.
I do like Stags' hat. I really do.
I do too.
That's
Yeah.
a very awesome hat.
Well, like
I
when
found it
England
at
said,
the store.
you go do you. You're on your own, kids. We went, what? I went to another country and said, will you be our king? And the other country said, you don't like kings. Bye. We had to rush to put this thing together.
And we got stomped on a lot in the early days. We only get taught American exceptionalism. We never
Mhm.
get taught we get taught a little bit about the wars before World War One.
Mhm.
But that's always in the context of thinking that America's just they let you just think that we've won all these fucking wars.
This is very true, yeah. There's that horrendous stream that I was involved with Peter, if he's still here, Peter. I have no idea. The things that you Americans are taught about history is so fucked up. It really is fucked up.
Yeah,
You've basically been told that you saved the world forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not.
They teach us that we won World War II, that we were the deciding factor in World War II. And no, don't get me wrong, we sure helped a lot. We sure did. When we showed up,
but
everybody else was glad to see us.
We weren't battle exhausted, and our home cities were touched. We were fresh for the fight.
We still had all our ammo. The Russians did more damage. The Russians did more damage to the Nazis, I think, than all the rest of the Allied forces.
No, you're
I,
not
I,
allowed
don't,
to talk
I can't. I
facts.
can't say that. I can't say that. I can't.
Peter is inside chat. Peter's
Okay.
inside chat, and I'm now getting flashbacks to that horrendous fucking stream that I joined with him, where an absolute fucking moron was convinced that America saved the world in World War II.
No, we didn't.
And he basically said that everybody else, until America got involved, was sitting on their asses and doing nothing.
No.
Ah, you know where I'm going with this. Peter knows where I'm going with this. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
I don't make me give the French credit for anything. God damn it! Don't do this. People need to just read their history books and keep their mouths shut, because I don't want to be like, yeah, France did a lot too. Fuck them.
The really worrying thing is, and it's becoming increasingly popular.
What?
You're familiar with Dinesh D'Souza?
I hate that bug.
And people like him.
He's a
They're
bug.
now trying their best to rewrite history.
Why?
That fucker publishes and sells books, and he calls them history books. And they're full of bullshit. Absolute bullshit. You know the old thing that they've always done, and they're doing it now more and more in recent weeks.
What?
Which is the old the Nazis were socialists. Blah de blah de blah.
No.
He's one of those guys.
Oh god.
And people believe it. People buy his books.
If the Nazis were socialists,
because when you get to a point, when you get to a point where your point of view or your ideology, for want of a better word, means that you have to try to rewrite history. That's really fucking messed up and scary.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my glasses on because I can't see Stag's hat.
It's not real leather, just so you know.
It's a great hat.
I do like it.
It's not as good as this one, I don't think, but this one's hot. It's heavy.
It's a cool hat.
I have lots of cool hats. There's another one. There's got to be another one close by.
So what do you think we need to do? Because we've literally... Oh, that's cool. I want that.
It's nice for being outside stuff. It's big. It's like as big as you'd go.
That's a very convenient sized hat to wear outside.
Yeah. You wouldn't go any bigger than that, but
that's so cool. All right. We've done 45 minutes, and Faye only just realised that we've been live for 45 minutes. So I think we've bored everybody on the planet.
I hope I haven't made too much of an ass of myself.
Oh, no, you're never an ass. You've been very well behaved.
Okay.
I do like it when we have these little conversations about worldly matters, but it doesn't get viewers.
So, are you going to start twerking then?
Yeah, fuck off. That's not happening.
I think you got to stream like consistently to get a lot of viewers.
Exactly. It doesn't matter really what you're talking about as long as like your audience is interested.
I'm taking the piss.
And you're consistent.
I genuinely could not give a crap. I really couldn't.
I have a policy when I'm live streaming, and I refer to this policy as the fuck chat policy. And the policy is basically fuck chat. Like I don't care about them.
I would modify your policy if you don't mind. I would slightly modify it because I do like some of the people in chat.
Oh yeah, if you want to start going like on an individual case by case basis or whatever, but just as a whole, as a group, as a thing, the chat.
However, my personal thing, and you can call me a dickhead if you want to. I just like talking to people about random shit, whatever. No topics. That's my thing. And talking about random shit, here's our next guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for your next guest. It's Peter.
I knew it. God damn it. Hi, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
I had to find my hat. If I'm going to be in a chat with Stags, at least I need to beat him with a hat.
I admire your dedication, Peter.
Is that a cop hat?
That's a cop hat.
Man.
That's a cool hat.
It's from when he did the world tour with the YMCA.
I did get this because I'm an honorary cop, because I help a lot. When I see an accident, I usually stop and help. So I got a hat.
Have you ever got to shoot anyone?
One thing, Stags, you need to explain to me, how is it that you have such an expensive mic and it still sounds like it's in the box?
Does it sound like garbage?
I know why it does that. You got two pop filters. Why do you have two pop filters on one mic?
There is no need for that. I hate this so much.
That is too politically correct.
Does it sound better?
Jax, that is too politically correct to have two pop filters on one mic.
When I sing, I go.
Hang on. Listen.
Who's got the vacuum running?
Me.
Yeah.
As in, that's my laptop. I'm converting video.
Oh wow.
Hold on.
Does my
Let
mic
me
sound
see.
bad though? Because
is this any better?
Like shit.
Is this better?
A little better, yeah, because it's like, wee.
You know, I can lean back and hold my mic like this, and it's going to be a lot better if I talk like this, I think.
I feel really let down because I'm the only person who puts some effort into this.
Yeah, we've seen your effort. You can't spell immensely, and you can't create a logo. That's some effort. You got skills.
Fucking hate you.
Yeah, that's because I told you that's how you need to spell that. 2 minutes before the stream, you had to adjust the thumbnail because it said something that doesn't exist. Immensely.
I do like that word, to be honest. Immensely.
Yeah. See,
but I can't believe.
I think
I can't believe that after several months, no fucker has ever told me that I've made such a fuck up.
I think I know why that is, because I keep dragging you into live streams with people where they either tell you that people from the UK can get into Canada without a passport and the Americans saved Europe from the Nazis, or they end up naked lying down praying to Jesus.
Never join one of Peter's streams.
It's a talent. It's a real talent.
It will totally fuck your head up. Don't join. He knows some very weird people.
Yep. But to be fair, the last one, I was so worried I actually asked a Christian to keep an eye on him, because after you left the stream, he said that Jesus kept him from committing suicide. So let's have him have Jesus for now.
Yeah. I'll tell you something, Peter. Your background is really awesome.
Yeah.
However, I'm going to now judge you. We can't see
Because
your
I
hat
got Black
properly.
Lives Matter and a cop hat. Yeah, a lot of people.
No. I'm not being political. I'm not going down there. I physically cannot see your hat properly.
You can what?
I cannot see your hat properly.
So the
So fix it.
blends
Fix
the
what?
contour of the hat.
Fix the
into
hat,
itself.
for fuck's sake.
The hat. This is the hat. That's all there is. This is the hat.
Oh,
See?
God. This is why we left the EU. We have to deal with idiots like this.
Yeah, well, we'll find out how that goes on Saturday.
I do like that hat, Peter. That's very cool.
Yeah.
But we can't see
what's
it
happening
properly
Saturday?
because it's the same colour as your background.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, everything
That-
everything comes to a head on Saturday, Stags.
What? What happened? What happens on Saturday?
Oh wait,
Oh.
cops are pigs, right?
What?
Wait, this isn't working.
Shut up. What happens on Saturday?
Drinking.
Saturday's bad, Stags. It's really bad.
Is anyone gonna tell me what's going on Saturday?
I'll let
or
Stool speak
not?
for his people.
For my people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
It seems
Pete.
like a simple question. We don't need to know. Just move on. That was too hard.
Stags gets bored very quickly.
I asked like 5 times. You said something was happening Saturday. I said, "What's happening Saturday?" And then
Yeah.
everybody
Well,
got
and
real
you're-
On to
weird.
drinking.
So I don't want everybody to feel weird about Saturday. Let's just move on. I don't need to know. I don't need to know.
In your country, it's the 4th of July. That's apparently a big deal. And in my country, it's going to be carnage. So, yeah, let's move on. Let's not
And
talk about
in
this.
my country, it's going to be the day before the first Formula One race.
Oh, your obsession with fucking Formula One.
Well, see, it all ties together. I got this background saying Black Lives Matter. My favorite driver has an entire black outfit because of Black Lives Matter. He convinced the team to go from silver to an all black livery because of Black Lives Matter. And if all goes well, they will all kneel during the national anthem. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Do you think that people in your country will be upset about that?
No. Why would
I'll
they?
rephrase that. Do you think that there will be certain people in your country who will be upset about that?
Maybe a tiny
So
percentage.
tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the problem that we've got, because we have not got tiny. We've got big.
I know.
That's the problem.
What is it with English speaking motherfuckers in the world? Why are we all so why are our countries so full of idiots?
Now, first of all, they can't write. That might be a problem. So there is a communication thing, right, Stool?
When
Yeah,
I think
fuck
of the
you.
3 countries with the big racist shitheads that you hear about all the
Fucking
time, people
hate
just being
so much.
jackasses, shitheads, it's America, the UK, and Australia are the 3 countries and I guess there's some other English-speaking countries. Canada just chills out there and does their dirty shit quietly. But why are English-speaking countries so evil and bad?
If you ask me, I can. If I could say something about America, there are a lot of good people in America. The problem is religion still has a big hold on the government. That's probably what's causing all the shit.
This is what I always keep saying. And
it
I
all
keep
boils
having to
down
say
to
this.
money.
I have to keep saying this to our American friends. We don't hate you. We hate what is happening to you. You know, you're good people mostly.
Yeah.
And we do love you. We really do. And I'm sounding like a really fucking wank here, but we do love you. And we want to help you. But you can't, can you? What can you fucking do? You can't do a fucking thing.
Nope.
Now,
Especially since we're returning our rented scientists back to their countries.
I think we've been a little bit rude here, gentlemen, because there is a lady in the room. I think we should let her speak.
Oh no, it's fine.
I'm all for that.
I'm
Faye, have you finished? Faye, have you finished doing your work in the kitchen?
good. What? I'm not up in my kitchen.
Have you made sandwiches yet?
Yeah. I have one for each of you. Isn't that my job?
I'm taking a piss.
I know.
I literally met Faye when she was working in the kitchen.
You did?
Yes, I did. A long time ago. But you were making an awful lot of noise in the kitchen with water and pots and pans, and I don't even remember what it was all. I do remember you were working in the kitchen. You were
Okay.
cleaning and you burnt yourself with something.
Usually with scalding water.
Yeah, see? Part of my memory still works. Not all of it,
See.
part of it.
To be fair, Faye has done now 57 minutes without talking about her cats. So,
Yes, I
yay.
have.
Don't talk about your cats.
You're talking about my cats. So I don't have to. I've got 2 of them.
Here we go. Here
Hey.
we go. Here we go.
Can't deny the cute.
That's what I always say. Look, enjoy the cute.
I'm bringing in another British subject.
Oh fuck!
At
Is
least
this
I
one of?
asked.
Is this one of those British subjects where I lose because I'm British?
Look at this. There's no way you're going to win from this. I mean, right? Right. He's not going to win, right? No. Say no. Okay. No. She said no. And
Hey,
she's British.
okay, I'm just going to put this out here because Faye invited Stags, and that's totally cool because Stags is funny as fuck. He makes me laugh. But I have no objection whatsoever if you, any of you, want to invite people into this shit of a stream. I do not object to that.
I would have.
At all.
I would have invited Artie, but Artie is really trying to be a Greg Locke lookalike these days. So I'm
Yeah.
not sure where I stand with Artie anymore.
I think
Party.
Stop making fun of the way people look. Stop making fun of the way people look, Peter.
I think Artie has discovered Jesus.
I think Artie has discovered things that I can't mention online.
Shall we try to get him in?
Yeah.
If we all bombard him and spam him with invites.
That's if
Nope.
he's even home.
I don't think
He's been playing a lot of golf.
Oh my god, golf. Are you shitting me?
He acts like Trump and he looks
Putting
like
some
Greg Locke. So what
Well,
do you like about Artie?
after his last heart attack, I think he's trying to get more exercise and spend time outside. So he's been playing a lot of golf in the summer.
Yeah. Golf.
It's for his health. I mean, come on.
I have a new keyboard. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I hear it a little bit. It's very faint.
Not as loud as I hope.
No one's watching the screen. No one, literally.
Nobody fucking cares.
This is what I had in front of me when I was trying to go to sleep yesterday, due to some British idiot who mentioned it, and now I can't unsee it.
What?
Look at the screen.
I don't even know who the person on the left is, and they don't look like.
They don't
You
look
don't
like
want to
Artie.
know.
Same haircut.
You don't want to know. You really don't. This is someone you really don't want to know.
Oh,
You-
I
you
got
do
my
not want
fish
to know him.
oil.
This is Pastor Greg Locke, and according to the British guy, Pastor Artie Cock.
That's Greg Locke.
That's
I
Greg
don't.
Locke.
I didn't recognize him.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with him, Faye, he's a piece of shit.
I think I have him
Pastor-
blocked on social media.
Don't talk about Artemis that way.
Pastor
we-
Greg Locke is a piece of shit. He really is.
Oh, I got what I asked for. Yay.
Maybe Archie is bored and he wants to. I don't know what he's trying to do, but he does have that Locke vibe about him.
Well, he
Yeah.
usually is looking at the camera rather than to the side. He says he was checking his hair to make sure his scalp wasn't burned from the sun because he's been playing a lot of golf.
So anyway, I'm going to change the subject because.
Yeah, because we're talking about Artie's haircut.
No, I
And
could
golf.
talk about. Oh, I will not talk about golf because what's the fucking point?
I'm not into sports.
Talking about golf is actually more energetic than actually doing it.
I still think
What-
that a sport that involves a mobility scooter isn't not a sport.
Says someone who watches racing.
Yeah.
That doesn't. There are no mobility scooters there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there are, but they have big engines.
It's
And
not
they're
a sport.
lower and faster.
It's entertainment. I'll call it entertainment, but I won't call it a sport.
Formula One is mobility scooters with big engines.
Extreme mobility scooting.
Sure.
That's what that is. Extreme mobility scooting.
Extreme mobility.
Hi,
scooters.
Peter. Look into Stag's room. Do you see the giraffe?
Yeah, in the back on the dresser.
That's for Artie.
You shouldn't
will
spoil it.
I'll completely forget what Peter has just said, but that is so funny. Extreme mobility scooting. That's
Yep.
Formula One.
Yeah.
I love that. That is so fucking perfect.
Oh,
Have you ever seen the sled hockey?
His mic is so shit.
Why is
Stags,
my
Yeah,
mic
come
shit?
on.
It
Get-
really sounds like it's still in the box.
Get your act together, Stags. You lazy
I like
fucker.
his mic.
I
Hold
like
on.
his mic, but it sounds shit. Not I'm trying to insult you, Stags, because I wouldn't. But
You
it
would.
does sound shit.
How about now?
Oh, that's okay.
That's better.
Let's do a sound check, Stags.
How about now? Sound check.
Oh no, no, that was bad.
No, that's not working.
That
Here
was
you
bad.
go,
How about now?
baby.
Wait.
That's
Maybe I'll turn the EQ up.
cool.
How about now?
That's sounding okay. No. Okay, let's do
No.
a sound check.
We don't steal.
Yeah?
I can't believe I'm doing this. Fucking hell.
How does it sound?
It sounds really shit.
Now
Whatever
it's
you
crap.
whatever you've just done, make it
How
go
about
away.
now? How about now? Just give me a quick answer, and I'll change it and
Good.
check again.
It's
Okay.
it's a little bit better. It still sounds a little bit muffled, but it's better.
How about now?
You lack the high tones.
All right.
You got a mixer in between that and the computer? Oops. Now it's
Oh,
gone.
we upset him.
Oh,
Nah.
you pretty girl.
If only you had any idea of how many hours I've spent making this thing sound reasonable. Oh,
I did do that and then deleted all my settings. So
I'm
now
using a
I
Mac
have
though, so it's really hard work. It's very fucking hard work.
that's
I'm-
your that's what you get when you use Mac stuff. I mean, who the hell does that? Who in his real sound mind uses anything from
Oh.
Apple?
I'm going to totally kick you out of the room. You know, I like you, Peter, but you've just crossed the line. So
I'm the most kicked out of the room guy in here,
I know you are. Yeah.
and always will be. That takes effort, you know. That you really need to work to do that.
Damn it.
So how long are you going to keep this thing live?
Me?
Yeah, who else is running the stream? That's a silly question. That's just silly.
Well, I tend to go for about 6 hours. So
Oh, so I got time. So I'm looking.
Oh.
That's
I
not
think
it.
we're being slightly rude to Faye here. So Faye, you need to talk about things.
Oh, I'm busy getting kissed. It's fine.
Oh, not the cats.
I got my arms full of kitten.
One of the difficult things is the only way I can check how my audio is working, I have to I have to record stuff and watch it back. It's very difficult to monitor things on a Mac. Security issues. Yeah, fuck you, Peter. So
What?
I've no idea if this thing is working or not. Absolutely no idea.
What did I do?
Well, you criticized me for being a Mac person.
What? Yeah,
And
as I should.
I'm very hurt about this.
I don't think it really matters. Unless you're like into gaming. Hello?
We're just thinking.
Oh, okay. I just thought I was being ignored.
No, you're not being ignored. We're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
The gaming
And
thing, I think the gaming, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the gaming thing with Twitch and what used to be called, I forget its name, Microsoft has just changed it, but the live streaming things for gamers,
Yeah.
I think they might have made streaming more popular and accessible to other people. Even if you're not actually streaming a game or whatnot, I think they might have done something quite good for the world.
I thought it was World of Warcraft music videos.
Oh, you're such a dick.
Who, me?
Mhm.
I'm kind of lacking some equipment in that area. Thought you said we weren't going to talk about willies or boobs.
Oh, we could do that, but Peter's here now. So we've got to behave because he's from. I'm not allowed to talk to him because he's from the EU.
Okay. Where's Stax? Come back.
I think he's sulking because we called his mic shit.
No, I think he's trying to fix it. Maybe he needs to be offline for that.
To be fair, it is a difficult thing to do unless you're a very anal
I
person.
know.
I thought he sounded fine, and then you like started criticizing him, Peter.
It's an absolute pain in the arse. It really is, because you can never know how your audio sounds to other people. So it's a pain in the arse.
Except if you have a mic like I have, because I can plug in my earbuds in my mic and then hear how it sounds through the mic.
Yeah, you know what? Your mic is shit and mine is big and posh.
What? Nothing about you is big and posh. Nothing. Just trust me, nothing.
It's very big.
But not posh.
Oh, it's very posh, yeah. So, remind me, Peter, I guess you're using one of those Yeti things, are you?
Yes.
Yeah. And how much, do you mind me asking, how much did that cost you?
Less than half of the going rate. So
that means fuck all to me. What does that mean?
So in my country, this particular one would cost me 160 euros, and I paid 70, I think.
Okay. But that's a USB mic.
Yes.
Yeah. That's your problem, Peter. You know, you're doing so well with your presentation, with your video. But you've always got to remember that people will not watch the visuals unless your audio is good. And I mean no offense with this, but that thing that you're using,
perfect.
Well, we can
until
disagree.
I boot up my laptop and start doing it.
We can disagree.
So I do need to get a stand where I can have it like this and just talk at a lower volume.
You'll never
get a really sexy voice.
Yeah, I know you're into you used to be a radio person, so you understand how voice is important. But until you get a proper mic,
and I know that I do not have a radio voice. I have a face for radio, not a voice for radio. That's my problem. And then I had my own TV show, and that fucked up the ratings. So I thought maybe I should do YouTube.
This is where I meet myself because I need a toilet break.
You need to what?
He needs to step away from the keyboard for a moment.
He always does that.
People have bladders.
Sorry. See, but that's rule number 1. If you run a show, you don't walk away from the show unless you have someone else to take over. So I guess this is up to you and me, Faye.
We'll just talk amongst ourselves until he returns. It's fine.
Yeah, and then we'll just keep talking and pretend he's not here. Because I've done that. That works too.
I have 2 adorable
So
kittens.
I still have one adorable dog, and I'm really lucky that I still have one. It was touch and go.
I lost Patsy in January.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So am I.
So what happened?
I was sitting on my shoulder one day and being a pest and her normal, adorable, wonderful self. And the next day she died.
Damn.
Apparently, I did not allow my brain to age her ever because I kept thinking of her for 7. And no, she was much older than that.
I had the
She
same
was
thing, so I thought,
19.
yeah,
I didn't realize my cat was 19. She was an arthritic. She was never sick. Her coat was beautiful. Everything was great. And then one day she just lay down and died.
that's
That was a
pretty much
really
what
nice
happened.
pee.
What?
That was a really nice pee. I enjoyed that.
You feel a little
Oh,
lighter?
A little bit, yeah.
see,
Does it smell of
and
sugar puffs?
here I was thinking that you said that was really nice, Pete. I thought, damn, he's complimenting me. He must be ill.
No, I would never compliment you because I hate you.
Yeah, see,
Because you're the dirty European who told me in front of everybody that I've been spelling the word immensely wrong for the past
yes,
5 fucking months.
yes.
You're a cunt, Peter. I hate you.
But you were the cunt that dragged me into a very large DM group on Twitter, and you should have known better.
I should have
You
done, yeah.
knew that at some point I was going to embarrass you
This is very
because
true,
that's
yeah.
my job.
This is true. This is kind of what we do in the UK.
Nerdy Rodent says it's an immensely popular spelling.
This is true.
Okay, this is not going to work.
I will now bore you because
we're not going to be live for another half hour, are we?
Oh no, we're not live yet. We're not live yet, are we, Faye?
No.
We're not.
No. We'll go live when we start talking
That's
about
good. I
interesting
wouldn't want
things.
anyone to see me with this hat and that logo in front of a burning White House. I mean,
No, we're totally cool. I'll give you a warning when we go live.
okay. Yeah, we should get Pastor Taylor in here to liven things up.
Who?
Oh, Carl. No.
I could send him a link.
Who?
Oh, go on, do it. I dare you. Faye, are you drunk?
No.
Do you want to get drunk?
No.
Do you want a reason to get drunk?
No. These are times of a pandemic. I do not want to lose control for any reason.
Okay. I dare you to.
Oh, you're not doing it, are you?
Or he did it.
Gosh. Oh, fuck. Seriously?
Can you see my hat now? Can you see it?
That's quite splendid, yeah.
I can close up so you can see the beautiful metal emblem on there that they're no longer using in the Dutch police force. Okay. I don't think that he's online. I
That's a
hate
good thing.
I hated Facebook already, and now Facebook has changed, and now I hate it even more.
How has it changed? It's always been, a cesspit of despair.
It's got an entirely new layout.
Does it?
Yeah, and you
Mm.
can set it to dark mode these days, which is a slight improvement.
That's only to help people like me who are slowly
Can
going
you
blind.
get me off full screen, because I haven't shaved and I look like this guy from the UK, Stool. Yeah, that's how you do that. This is probably the worst setting in StreamYards.
Okay.
Everyone has it looks like everyone is looking around the corner of a slightly open door.
You think that's what it looks like?
To me it does.
Mm.
The narrow screens, it's even worse when you have 4 people in here.
That's
You
a really
have a
that's a really
tiny slit.
stupid setting. I mean, why would you
Yes.
use that? That's just stupid.
When you only want to never mind.
I don't use the StreamYard settings anyway.
No, because
use-
I have OBS. No.
I have my hack for StreamYards. It does what I want it to do.
I'm from Europe.
Mhm.
I'm better than you. No.
Well, the hack actually comes from the UK. Don't tell anyone, but it does.
I know where it came from.
Yes.
I got a reminder on Facebook from MathBig. MathBig invited you to like MathBig. That's not going to work.
Nerdy. You're so cute.
Yeah, nerdy, you got it. Yeah, I don't think Pastor Taylor is going to join. He's offline. Which is a pity.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are really ready for that. He's not a well person. He's not well.
No, but he's good to make fun of.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Hey, Faye, we've been ignoring you.
Yeah.
I got distracted by Peter's big hat,
Uh-huh.
which is quite awesome. You have to agree with me on this one.
Eh.
Nah?
Nah.
Nah?
Go on.
Is that all you've got? Nah?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just an
I'm just-
opinion.
okay.
It's not a fact. I don't really like the hat, though.
I'm really disappointed with you, Faye. I
Why?
love Pete's hat.
Well, I don't like the hat. I don't know.
There you go.
Oh, that's cool. We like this.
That's better.
The first time someone tells me that a cowboy hat is better.
It
That
actually
has-
suits you, that.
Well, see, that's because I'm a handsome guy. Everything suits me.
Oh, I'm just gonna so kick you out.
You know the song they wrote about me, right?
Oh, let me
Oh,
guess.
Lord, it's hard to be humble.
Oh, as long as it wasn't C'est moi. Unless I'm the only one who knows that song.
Spooky was in the side chat earlier, and he was mad with me.
Doorknob
The-
head.
The problem is because my immensely spelt correctly chat show is scheduled on the shittest day of the week. Nobody plays with me.
Now, it's probably because now you spelled it correctly, everyone thinks it's not you.
Oh, that could be correct. Yeah.
See? Because where's Topher's?
Oh, toss. Oh, I think. Oh, should we try? Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where I need a secretary because I can't be asked to send links out.
Okay, I don't want to worry you, but you did send a link out in an immensely popular chat show DM group.
Yeah, but I don't like shilling myself.
No, that's why you created an entire DM group about your show, because you don't like shilling yourself. Okay, let's see what happens now.
In what way?
I just posted the link somewhere. So we'll see.
Yeah, it probably will not happen. I've just bombarded Tophs with an invite, but I guess he's.
Say that again and articulate.
I fucking hate you. I've just.
Yes?
I've sent Tophs an invite. Let's see what happens. He's probably playing with his dogs. Hey, Faye.
Yeah.
You're popular and sexy, so do you know any clever people who want to play with us tonight?
I'm not that popular, and I'm definitely not sexy, so. But I can try. I invited Stags, but, Peter had to mention the mic thing, and it was perfectly fine.
I was trying to help. It's not criticizing or anything, but it's
perfectly fine. We could understand him.
okay.
He did sound like he was sat inside a Amazon delivery box, though.
Yeah. And I'm the kind of guy that then points that out, so he might be able to fix it and looks better next time. Because I tend to care about people.
This is very true because Peter taught me a thing today.
Yeah, how to spell immensely.
And this is going to be something that I will never fucking live down, ever. This is my Sesame Street moment. Peter is like...
I've had the same thing with a word, and I'm for the whole time that we were live, I'm trying to remember what word it was, but I did that when I came on Twitter, misspelled it for at least a year and a half, and I can't remember which word it was. And then someone said, "Hey, do you know that's not how we spell that?" And then I thought, damn, I wish someone had pointed out that a little earlier. How cold is it in the UK?
Oh, it's very cold, my friend. Very cold. You'll probably be, what, about 2 or 3 degrees warmer than I am at the moment. But it's cold here.
I
I absolutely hate spelling mistakes. I'm really anal about spelling mistakes.
I
So I
only
know,
am when I put it out somewhere on social media.
I now
Oh,
feel
that
like a very dirty bastard. I've let the world down.
okay. It is 54 degrees here.
That would be in Fahrenheit.
It would be.
Well, let's do
It
it
is
in
12 degrees Celsius here. Will that help?
12. That's quite
Yeah.
cold.
And I still have the right to bear arms.
I honestly thought you were going to sing a song there.
No.
I don't think short sleeves are that big of a deal.
No. But that's also not what I meant.
Are you talking
Oh
about
shit.
boom boom sticks?
No.
I'm not talking about
No,
boom
I
boom
was
sticks.
messing with a stool because what are boom boom sticks?
Guns.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. No.
Okay.
I
Usually
can't
I
that's
think
I can't
what
own guns here.
people.
So.
That's what
I kind of
most
got a
people
lead
need.
into what Pete was going through there. I thought he was going to sing to us.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was going to sing, I'm going to fight for my right to party. You've got to be old to get that.
Close, but the last word was incorrect. I was going to use argue instead of party.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I
See,
like that. I like that. I like that.
if you make a cover of an existing song, you should add in something from you,
I kind of like
because
that.
otherwise just doing something that someone else has already done.
I like this.
See,
I like this.
so
What we
now
need now is we need to get Faye and myself and Peter and all the sexy people to make a record to that particular song where the lyric is, we're going to fight for the right to argue. I think so. Bob Geldof, fuck you, I win.
Yeah, he's a little bit off his rocker, isn't he?
I missed
Or
that.
not.
Who?
Bob Geldof?
Oh, I haven't heard about Bob Geldof in a long time. What has he done now?
Stool just mentioned him?
Oh, Pete does not listen to me. Don't worry
Like,
about it.
seriously.
I was trying to shill the show. I was doing work for you.
Okay. I was responding to what Stool just said.
I actually know a bit of info about Geldof.
Well,
And
why don't you say it so this stops being awkward?
he's a cunt.
Is he?
Yeah.
So what did
he's a
he
massive
do?
cunt.
I don't follow Geldof, so what did he do?
What did he do?
Yeah. Or what did he didn't do?
He did something in 1985.
In 1985.
Oh, this is a stupid conversation.
That is too far back. You have to be a little bit more clear about this.
Yeah.
What did he do?
In 1980.
I asked you, what did he do? And then you said he did something in 1985. That doesn't answer the question. Focus.
Are you treating me like past a person?
Focus. Yes. Yes. Focus. Come on.
You're
You
a
can
funny
do it.
fucker.
Come on.
I don't want to do this. This is just such a pointless conversation. I don't want to do this.
I've never been on the immensely popular chat show where it wasn't a pointless conversation. So that's not an argument.
Well, you could Google it.
Faye, you know perfectly well what Bob Geldof did in 1985, don't you?
In 85, is that when he walked out having a freak out because of what people were wearing?
What the fuck is wrong with you people? Jesus fuck.
See? Thanks,
Well,
Faye.
he's such a dick. It's hard to pick one thing.
You know, I hate you people.
Well, then just tell us what he did in 1985.
No, I'm moving on. I'm over this. Move on.
Okay.
I mean, other
Move
than
on.
Live Aid, but what's...
Oh, Faye, now you totally crushed him. Because that was what he was hinting at.
Live Aid?
Hey, we've got an imposter wanting... I know damn well this is an imposter in the green room.
Okay.
And I'm not going to fall for this again.
Who's the imposter pretending to be?
If it's Stags, let him in.
Yeah, I know who this is. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to fall for this again. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, clap, blah, blah, blah. Cheer, cheer, cheer. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, hey. How's it going?
It's the real one.
Hey.
What, did someone try to sneak in pretending to be me?
Finally, someone who could bring some sanity to this.
Well, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you later.
Have
Bye.
fun.
I don't
Bye.
like you, Kate. Bye.
What? Did she just say she doesn't
What?
like me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess if my presence is intolerable to her, so what?
Okay. That was weird.
Well,
So that's a first. No, wait a second. I know someone who doesn't like you, but that particular someone doesn't like me either. So
It's kind of weird, is it not? Because this is not the real world. So does it matter?
I suppose it doesn't.
It does
no.
It is actually Bionic Dance. I recognize the voice, and I'm now not feeling paranoid.
Well, I would turn on the camera, except I am in the middle of a severe appearance deficit, so...
I'm totally awesome.
Okay, well, you should see what my head fur looks like when I don't tend to it as much as perhaps I ought.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
I have a whole video on my channel called Hair, and it explains the situation in which I find myself. I'm not going to get on camera live.
You're such a lazy slacker. You really are.
I mean, is it that bad?
Bad enough.
That's not bad.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Why is that bad?
It just... Anyway.
Kate, Kate, we were having a grown-up discussion,
About?
not about genitals or anything, but
That is
Pete,
unusual.
Pete was being a bit of a cunt, and he made one of our guests run away because he was
I didn't.
criticizing the audio. So can I ask you a very personal question, if you don't mind?
You can certainly ask. I guarantee no answers.
I need you to put your cam on.
That's not a question.
But to ask the question, I need your cam
Why?
because I'm doing experiments. I'm doing science.
Yeah, I think you're just going to be a brat like you usually are.
I'm not a brat. Okay, you don't trust me, do you? Okay,
You've given me very little reason to.
okay. The thing that we were trying to have an adult conversation about was the mics that you were using.
Oh.
So I don't need to see your ugly face. I'm guessing you're using one of those blue things.
Yeah, same
on,
as
focus.
mine, just different color.
Okay. Thank you.
It just will
Thank you for
not.
sharing.
Okay, no problem. It's I wish you would let me focus properly, but I don't have actual controls over my camera in this thing.
So now I'm curious. Are you using any filters or just the raw mic?
That's just the mic. Why would you ask that? Do you think I'm faking my voice?
No. We were talking about making adjustments to the microphone. So I know that in OBS you can cut background noises and stuff like that. And I had that set up, and then accidentally deleted everything. So I need to start over again.
The thing is, I'm not actually being pervy about this. This is a genuine attempt at a discussion.
Okay.
I know you don't understand this, but
Well, we're
it's
talking
kind of
about
genuine.
microphones.
Yeah, and that's really weird, but
You've managed to confuse me, but okay.
I like it when I do that.
That doesn't shock me at all.
It's kind of weird because Pete shares my interest in learning about how to fuck. I'm going to shut up. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about our shared interest in his golden penis. That goes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and Kate, just for reference, the golden penis is the guy who hates you.
Okay.
That I was referring to earlier.
Oh, I'm not aware of this, but don't tell me. It's none of my business.
I'm trying to guess who that could possibly be, but I don't think I have enough context. It's okay though. I don't need to know.
Okay. I'm more than happy to tell you. Guy named Steve.
Named what?
Steve.
Oh, that. Okay.
Steve?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I earlier this year, there was some kind of competition of oh no, I forgot the damn, what was it? Dumbass of the year, dumb fuck of the year. And I did the dumb fuck of the decade awards, and I had a friend trying to get his penis erect, then paint it with golden body paint, then trying to get it erect again, and then touching up the paint where it got messed up, and in the end he got me a picture, and I used that for the trophy.
I see. Okay, now the context is starting to come together.
Yeah.
Oh, you came here for context.
Well, I just said I didn't know who he meant. What it...
Never join one of my streams for context.
And yet I got it anyway. So, it's all good.
I actually did get very scared though. I'm being genuine now. I got very scared because he who knows who I'm talking about has a habit of joining streams and pretending to be other people.
So
So,
you thought I
yeah,
might have been that guy because
yeah,
of the
but
logo. Oh, okay. I see.
yeah, that's me. I apologize, but
I'll be
lesson
honest, it
learned.
wouldn't have even occurred to me to think someone might try to do that.
Now,
Not
this
for
is
me,
what,
anyway.
yeah, people do that.
No, but I mean, but am I really important enough to impersonate? Really?
You've been around long enough
True.
for people to want to impersonate you.
I still think people would try to avoid that at all costs, but all right.
I think you and I have that in common. No one wants to impersonate me.
I think what you've got to remember is that you've been around for a long time. I mean that in not a bad way. So you're kind of well known, and so when your name pops up in a chat or a stream, you're gonna get stalkers and people who want to follow you. You are kind of semi-famous.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious now. Now you're here. I'm really curious. You bumped into Seitem Bruggenkate. Did he at least recognize you?
Not even slightly.
Have you actually met him in real life?
Yes.
Yeah, he was preaching in
You not
Balboa.
only met him, she annoyed him.
Oh my gosh!
Oh yeah. Oh, I pissed him off so bad he turned off my microphone because he had one of those things where you get to stand on a soapbox, he gets to stand on a soapbox,
that one.
and he has access to your microphone controls. And when I started asking him some very pointed questions that he couldn't just brush aside, he turned off my mic and told me to go away.
Yeah.
That guy is an absolute cunt. And I'm allowed to use the C word because it's my stream.
Keep in mind, this was the guy who debated Matt Dillahunty because he said, now you cannot hang up on me. And then he goes out in the street and hangs up on people who are right in front of him. It's lovely being a Christian because then at least you get to have a double standard.
Yeah, I tried having a double standard once and it didn't go well.
So, but I saw the video. Did you stick around and annoy him even more, or did you walk away?
I mostly just walked away. I stuck around for an extra minute or two just to see what would happen next. It got boring. I left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you know, it's funny. For a good long time, I honestly could not tell the difference between him and Stefan Molyneux.
Oh my god, that fucker can fuck off.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just did a video on him again.
Oh my, have you really?
Yes. Haven't you seen it? I did a duet with scientist Mel, and we had.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, that was awesome.
We had him as our Max Headroom.
I hate that cunt so much. He's caused so much damage to young little boys. Yeah,
Well,
what a cunt.
He's now
Hey.
lost his entire livelihood. So
Hey Peter, I'm doing a tweet. Do I use 2 M's or 1?
in what?
Immensely.
2.
Peter is now my English language tutor.
And by the way, are you looking at the screen?
Who are you asking?
I'm
Well, mostly Stool, because
Okay.
this was from just before you joined. Are you looking at the screen, Stool?
Oh, do I have to? Look, I
Yes.
was busy. Go on.
You have to. You may want to make it full screen too.
Yeah, I'm back. Okay. He's going to take the piss out of me.
Is it full screen?
Oh,
Well, he's full screen.
I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, there we go. Something about an IndyCar extreme mobility scootering, did that say? I kind of like
characterise this.
scootering as, I guess that would be a verb, wouldn't it?
Oh, scootering's a good word.
Yeah.
What do you think scootering would be?
I guess that would be sort of like scooting, only much more emphatic.
It's,
I like that word.
It's literally what I do every day.
Scootering.
Scootering. Yep.
So
Was
by
there-
that, do you mean you ride a scooter?
Yep.
Was there a Muppet character called Scooter?
There was, yes. Scooter and Skeeter. Although I think
I like-
Skeeter, I only ever saw Skeeter on Muppet Babies. I'm not sure she was ever an actual Muppet. But I've actually been looking at possibly getting a scooter at some point. I was really looking into it more seriously before the whole pandemic thing happened. Now it's a little more difficult to test drive, for example. But I was looking at possibly a Honda Forza.
Yeah, but that's what you would call a motor scooter. It's you can get on the highway with a thing like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why? What are you talking more like the kind of thing you stand on and kick like it's a skateboard
No,
with
no.
handles?
No. I can actually show you. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, that's a little bit big. Transform. There you go.
Oh, okay. Sure. Although, to be honest, here in California, they don't make much of a distinction between that and the Honda Forza I was talking about.
Well, this one is under 50 cc engine, and that means that I can ride that without a helmet. If
yeah, scooter.
if it is limited in speed, and mine isn't, but I can still, because of the license plate, I can still ride it without a helmet unless I get caught. But
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Artie's here. Pastor Artie. It's Pastor Artie with his really gay haircut. Pastor
That sounds
Artie.
like a really bad kids show from the 60s.
We
No.
need Pastor Artie.
this is real.
Pastor Artie, come and teach us about Jesus with your really not gay haircut. Come on. You know you can do it. What I'll do, I will mute everybody so we will all be in the dark and you can pretend that you're in a parking lot looking for little boys. That's what you want to do, Pastor Artie. You've got the Greg Lock thing going on.
Social media.
Ah,
companies
stop it.
decide-
Stupid YouTube. I really wish there was a way to make it not autoplay something. Well, you know how it is. Like, you want to go respond to a comment someone left, and, the video starts playing before you can make it shut up.
Yeah.
Somebody send the invite for this thing to Pastor Artie.
I am about to. He's going.
Let's all laugh at Pastor Artie's haircut.
Okay.
And for fuck's sake,
Pastor
put your
Artie,
camera
go
on
to
because
the-
you're being
go
a
to your
fucking
Twitter DM.
spoiled sport party pooper.
You what? He
I'm
has
talking
the
to the bionic thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, listen, I keep messing up here because I'm tending to forget that this thing is now up here, and I now have to speak into the big.
Do I have to
thing.
shock you?
It doesn't actually make a huge, huge difference when you move closer to the mic.
Oh, fuck you. It's big. I hate you so much. Go
What?
away.
I'm just saying that you're not a ton louder. That's all. This is no insult or anything.
It's because I'm doing science.
Oh, and you're still alive.
I think so, yeah.
And I suspect the reference was missed. Never mind.
Are you looking at the screen?
I'm looking at the screen, but
Oh,
I
look.
assume you mean sample there.
Yeah, simple. You better look away.
Hang on. What? No. Rewind. Rewind for 1 second,
Oh,
please.
that's horrid.
Listen, no, I've got a big problem with this.
With what?
If she wants to call me simple,
I didn't
go
say
for it.
simple. I didn't say simple. I said sample. SAMPLE.
Okay.
Sample.
You see stool, sample.
Sample lives matter. Don't fucking oppress me.
I see a math pig.
Is there a math pig?
I see a math pig.
Yeah. Math pig, get in here. He can blow
So
up.
can anybody explain this newfangled thing to me? When
You're
I
going to have to be a
started,
lot more specific.
yeah, shut up. When I do hate, I'm gonna fucking mute you. So the 10 participants in StreamYards, that's just for paid people, I'm guessing. Have I got this correct?
I have no clue.
I didn't know you could even have 10 people. I thought the limit was 6. Like, no matter what.
They've
No, there was
updated it to 10 people.
Oh,
And I got kind of excited about this. I've no idea why, because, hey, 3 people. But I've been told that it's for the paid people. Don't know. I guess I'm getting really bored. So
Well-
talk about something exciting.
well, I asked a question on Twitter a few minutes ago, like maybe an hour ago, about when you get home with your groceries. Do you wash your hands before putting them away, or after putting them away, or both, or something else?
Damn, I literally asked myself that exact same question.
What do you do?
Generally speaking, I put the groceries away and then wash my hands.
Yeah, me too. Sounds
I figure I was in the supermarket already. I've touched everything already. If something was going to get on my hands or if something was going to get on the product, it's already there. So
Yeah.
short of like hosing down all of my groceries with disinfectant, what else can I do?
yeah. That's how I thought about that too. And now
So
and
you guys are
What? we
I-
have summer now, so apparently COVID is going to go away magically, according to the orange idiot, because it's summer here.
I mean, like, I understand what he's trying to say because summer weather often kills off the flu, for example, but COVID-19 seems to be rather more resistant to heat than we'd like, so summer isn't having the effect people expected.
Yeah, it also infected people in tropical countries, so it's probably not going to work that it's going to go away in summer.
I find this to be very interesting. So the clever people in America land, are they actually doing what you say, Kate? Are they doing what you just said?
Most of the people that I know, like personally know, who are in the United States, are being pretty cautious. You know, they're at the very least wearing masks and washing their hands. Beyond that, I don't know. There was a time I was actually going out with rubber gloves on when I'd go to the supermarket because I didn't even want to touch anything. Like if I went to the ATM at the bank or something, how many people have touched that touch screen and that keypad? I kept gloves on. Now I'm a little more lax about it, but for a while I was this close to paranoid.
Yeah, but that must be what you see with your eyes. within your city or state. And obviously in your country you've got this weird state thing. So do you think that in general people are doing what you do?
I can only speak for San Diego, and the answer is mostly. There's huge parts of the country.
Is that a true thing? Is that
What?
a true thing? Is that a true thing? What, from what you observe with your eyes?
With
Are
my
you
eyes, I have mostly seen people following the rules, although you'll still get those few schmucks who don't wear a mask at all or who sling it under their nose so that their nostrils are exposed. Those people still
That's
exist.
fascinating.
But
This is very interesting to me.
yeah,
So obviously it's not science, it's just an anecdote. But through your own eyes, you're seeing that the majority of people are being good people and doing the right thing.
mhm.
That's fascinating. That's very
You
fascinating.
thought
And
people
that's
would
San
be
Diego.
less.
I can't
Nope.
remember where San Diego is, but I know it's sexy.
San Diego is about as far to the south and west of the United States you can get before falling off the continent.
This is fascinating.
Like, we share a border with Tijuana.
Oh, I love Tijuana. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, now I get you. Ah, yes.
So, like, seriously, it would not be much of a walk, less than an hour for me to get to the ocean.
My God.
Yes, I suppose I am.
I'm incredibly shit at geography. That's one of my failings.
I'm incredibly jealous right
But
now.
yes. Oh my gosh, that was one of my favorite places ever. Now I think about it. That is a really awesome place.
On the other hand, where I live, people don't wear masks anymore. And the reason for that is that we now have 0 people in hospital in the town near to me. 0 cases.
Yeah. Whereas
So-
here in the UK, we are literally the second best people at killing people.
Second best, yes. We're number one.
Not for long, my friend, because
Wow.
we're gonna overtake you.
Yeah, but you know, I have so little to be proud about with regard to my country that I figure if we're going to be the best at something, I might as well celebrate it. I'm not the world's biggest fan of killing people who aren't Steve McRae or William Shatner, but I mean, you know, if we have to.
Oh, really? Seriously?
Yeah.
Really? We've got a pandemic and you had to do the William Shatner thing. Let it go.
We had a pandemic, and she put Steve in there. And that's why I like Kate.
I made one of you laugh. Mission accomplished.
Yes, because everyone who mocks Steve is a good person in my book.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to do something really bad here.
Oh dear, I'm getting booted, aren't I?
No, you're cool. I'm just going to stop my cam for 5 seconds whilst I do a physical reaction to the name that you just uttered.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, Kate, do you have anything cool planned for the channel?
Not really. I mean, at some point I need to make a proper video. One of the reasons I haven't unboxed this like rather ungodly pile of loot that has been sent to me is just because I want to make a proper video for people before I make fluff, you know?
The intro to the teaser, if you like, to your new movie is looking very good, Kate.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm working on an animated project. It's sort of space opera, sci-fi type stuff. For those who don't know.
I admire the effort because I'm not a dick. I know damn well how much time that would have taken. And and it looks kind of funky and cool.
Well, I'm doing my best, so thank you.
Yeah, and how
Yeah,
how
that's
long,
some of my
how long have you
best
had
work.
this?
There is
How long
something
have you had
very
this style now? Hey.
Quite some time actually, multiple years already. But part of that is just because I sort of started over from scratch at one point because I thought that the characters that I was making would look better if they were a little bit different. And I went through a whole bunch of different revisions. So
the sad thing and scary thing is that you've obviously spent a hell of a lot of time doing this. A heck of a lot of time. I know this. But the sad thing is you might find a little point in your life where you think, nah, fuck it. Don't do that.
I would hate to reach that point, but I know what you're talking about, and I've hit that point with a couple of projects. So, yeah, I'm trying to avoid that.
I think it would look. I'm not very familiar with how the TV networks work in your country. Of course, we've discussed this before, but I'm damn sure that would get bought by.
Well, I'd love to believe
whatever.
it. But even more than that, I was actually just talking to my dad, who does a lot of bike trips with people. He loves biking. And he ended up like part of his biking group. And I don't know how they like maintain social distancing while they're grouped together on their mountain bikes. I don't know. But regardless, one of the people we met doing that is a guy who produces like documentaries and stuff, and also gave a start to Moby and Matt Dillon. And that, like, I was like, Dad, you know, this guy might be able to help me out too. And he was like, yeah, sure, send me some of your animation stuff and we'll see what he can do. But anyway, yeah, these are the like that on the left is the character, the original character, and then on the right is the revised sort of vaguely anime style version that I ultimately ended up going with instead. So there's that.
It's a difficult one because I'm not a huge fan of the animated stuff because, you know, the Star Wars stuff. Yeah, I'm the biggest Star Wars fan ever, but I don't like the Disneyfying of things. I'm not a big fan of the cartoonifying.
And I know what you mean.
I'm trying my best. That's my fault. That's my problem. But I'm trying my best to learn how to embrace these things.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the latest popular aesthetic with cartoons. Like, I look at stuff like Steven Universe and Rick and Morty and Adventure Time and all of those, and I'm like, I like my cartoons a little better when they try to be a little more realistic sometimes, or at least to have a balance. That's the real problem, is there's no balance between the super cartoony, fluffy looking stuff and the slightly more realistic stuff. Like back in the 80s, you could get the Smurfs and G.I. Joe. Now you can pretty much only get stuff that looks more like the Smurfs. And it's frustrating. So I totally get you on that one.
It's a difficult one for me because it took me a long time to work out why people were so into this new thing of superhero movies. I didn't get it. It confused me. I thought it was like stupid and what have you. But I now enjoy them. I think you've got to give it a little try. And if you enjoy, good. If you don't, whatever.
You know, I went almost in exactly the opposite direction. I started out really enjoying it and then just got oversaturated and said, you know what? I need you guys to put a few more years between movies, or at least a few more months between movies, because it's just too much. And it gets to the point where if you haven't watched every movie of every superhero, you won't understand what's going on. Like, you can't watch Iron Man without having watched all of the Spider-Man movies, etc., etc., etc.
Oh, I disagree with that.
Okay.
I disagree with that because I've never been a huge fan of the superhero genre whatsoever. And I watched what damn. I'm so shit at this. I'm not an expert. What are those people that have the bendy person? The Fantastic Four.
Oh, okay, sure.
And that film must have been what? I don't know, 20 years ago or something. And I enjoyed that film so much. It was a barrel of laughs. It was so awesome. And then I accidentally saw the Iron Man stuff. I've no idea what I'm talking about. I do not understand these concepts. But the Iron Man stuff is so fucking awesome. I'm really kind of into that.
Well, I suppose it's possible that using Iron Man wasn't the best example. I was just sort of, it was the first superhero that popped into my head. But my point being is, like, when I watched Guardians of the Galaxy, I didn't know it was a Marvel movie. Had no idea. I just thought, hey, look, spaceships. This looks like fun. And went and saw it. And then all of a sudden, there's all these like bad guys from other Marvel movies where I'm like, who the hell are these people? I've never heard of them. But they're treating these villains, villains as if like everyone should already know who the hell they are. And so I spent a lot of the movie just plain confused.
So as an outsider, if you've never watched any superhero movie ever, I mean, we all know the famous people.
Sure.
The classics like, I don't know, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
We all know those people and we all love them. Do we not?
I grew up with Batman.
Yeah.
It depends on which version of Batman.
It's kind of
the TV
confusing
Batman.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I mean, because I never liked the sort of grim, dark, I am Batman. That was never my favorite.
No.
Oh, do you not like that?
I mean, I'm not going to say it's horrible. It's been done better sometimes than others, but it's not the Batman I grew up with.
That's interesting. I kind of liked it.
And it's probably why I like Star Wars, because that was one of the first big movies that I saw on screen.
I was a year and a half old when the first movie was released.
You were what?
A year and a half old when A New Hope was released.
No, I was in my teens. One of the first times that I was allowed to go to the theater on my own, I think.
Peter, she's only 27.
Yeah, see, and I'm old. I know I'm old.
See, it'd be great to still be 27, but I'm really not.
As long as you're 27 in your mind, that's the only thing that counts.
Yeah, in my mind, I think I'm 8.
We all think that.
Yeah. I've been told that that's where my mind is too.
But this is one of the wonderful things about A New Hope, episode 4, if you like, because it changed how we watched sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
It introduced a new thing called dirty space. Everything was not all shiny and metal and aluminium. I've no idea where I'm going with this, but
no,
that was a
you know, the funny thing is though, like I said, I was a year and a half old when the first movie came out, so I was a little too young for it. The first Star Wars movie I remember seeing was The Empire Strikes Back. And what I remember best about The Empire Strikes Back is actually Cloud City on Bespin, which is one of the cleanest, shiniest parts of the Star Wars universe. I also remember very well the interior of the Tantive and the Death Star from A New Hope. So when people talk about like space being dirty and rusty and all that stuff in Star Wars, I'm like, really though? Are you sure it's not just because we saw a lot of Tatooine and a lot of rebels hiding out in places that aren't civilization?
I think that might probably be it.
I mean, I agree that Star Wars introduced the idea that space doesn't have to be sleek and clean and shiny. I'll agree with that. But I've heard people try to say that that's what Star Wars is. And I'm like, not really. I mean, we see a lot of it, but it's not exclusively that.
No, it's not what it is. It's a feature.
Well, but what I mean is it's not an all-pervasive feature.
No, of course not.
Okay, good.
But obviously you're too young to recognize this thing. But if you were old enough to go to a cinema and watch episode 4 for the first time, it was fucking mind-blowing. Because before that, all you had was shitty sci-fi movies. Shiny, 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 and all that shit. And it was so massively fucking different. It was brilliant.
What I like,
I kind of get a little bit of an erection when I talk about Star Wars, so screw you.
That is definitely information I needed.
No, what I liked about Star Wars is what Lucas initially tried to put in there. So he tried to put Laurel and Hardy in there. He tried to put the dynamics of religion in there, and that of that combined with reinventing how you film stuff, and that to me was what drew me to Star Wars. Because after the movie, all the paraphernalia came out. You could get books, and everyone offered stickers that you could put in those books, and then you got the behind the scene book that I had at one point, and still hate that I don't have that anymore, where explained how they filmed everything. And
you've got to remember two very important things, and I get in a hell of a lot of trouble for saying this. George Lucas was a cunt. Gene Roddenberry was a cunt. They got lucky. It's as simple as that.
Well, yes and no. I mean, okay. What?
It's my stream, so I win.
Well, if that's the way you want to be about it.
and funny enough, both of them chose the UK as their base. So that says something about the UK, doesn't it?
What?
If both are cunts and both choose the UK as their base.
When did George Lucas do that?
Everything was filmed in the UK for the first movies.
No. Huge bunches of it were filmed at least A New Hope were filmed in Tunisia.
Yeah, that too. But so all the studio work was done in the UK.
Well, all right.
That's how we ended up with oh damn, what was his name? Who was it in oh damn, the guy who played in Leprechauns. Help me out, Stu.
Oh, Warwick Davis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got a lot of British actors that played in the first movies.
Well, you know what amuses me the most? You know, Captain and Admiral Piet in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi? He played Jesus in Life of Brian.
Oh, that's awesome. I did not know this. That's totally awesome.
Yeah, when I found that out, I was so amused.
Do we totally love The Life of Brian or not?
Oh, such a great flick.
I just recently watched a few clips. I have a thing from the DVD where it automatically plays a couple of clips. Things like I'm Not the Messiah and with the naked guy in the pit.
Right.
It's such a funny fucking film. It's hilarious. And it was banned in this country, and yours as well, when it was first released. But it's such a fucking hilarious movie. And it brings me back to the thing that other people have been talking about recently, Blazing Saddles. Because that's a hilarious movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, all the racists are now saying that's a racist film.
Well, the sad part is, though, that there's a lot of not racists who are saying it, too. There's a lot of liberal, like, I want to defend everybody's rights people saying that it's an offensive movie. And I think that's just bizarre.
Yeah. We're living in very weird times.
Are we ever?
Yeah.
Very weird.
But if you look on YouTube, there is this truly entertaining interview with John Cleese, Michael Palin, and like some scholarly film critic dude and a bishop debating the merits of Life of Brian. It's this absolutely hilariously insane interview.
Yeah, and
that's a really
the bishop.
I'm very familiar with that piece of BT.
At the school where I think John Cleese went to. He was literally one of his teachers. Yes.
I'll tell you something about that particular. Obviously, Curtis watched it, and we all have. I think the wonderful thing about that is that the Cleese, I think Palin was with him.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying their best. Bear in mind, this was in the 70s in the UK. And they're trying their best not to offend people, to offend religious people.
And the religious people did their best trying to offend them.
Oh yeah, the whole time the one dude who wasn't the bishop kept like making these snide little remarks about the whole like this 10th-rate cowpat of a film or whatever he kept saying.
But have you seen? So there was a show in the UK, not the 9 o'clock news, who did the reverse of that.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
With Rowan Atkinson in it.
Okay, yes, I did see that.
Peter is an absolute historian when it comes to British TV comedy.
Well, that was the same show where Rowan Atkinson was like playing the if he wasn't actually playing the devil, he was playing like the maitre d' of hell or something like that.
Yeah. But that was part of his stand-up show on the thing that I just mentioned. There he was. I think he was one of the bishops.
The thing is about the interview that Curtis talking about with not Rowan Atkinson. Oh no, the Monty Python people. Yeah, the guy with the purple shirt. I think he was the Archbishop of wherever the fuck, I don't know. And we don't care. We do not care about that shit in the UK. We really don't. But
you wouldn't know it from your comedy, though.
But to me, and I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, he's definitely a kiddie fiddler. You can kind of tell.
I'll just leave that there.
I'm just putting that out there.
So was there ever evidence that he was then, or is that just you placing that on?
No, there's no evidence. I don't actually give a shit about this, but It's very obvious when you guys don't understand British accents and body behavior, but yeah.
Well, how do you know we don't?
Well, yeah, because you're American and you're stupid, but
Yeah,
it was
but
very obvious.
I have consumed far more than my fair share of British television. So while I'm not able to necessarily sort out like, oh, this accent's from that region and that accent's from that, I've heard a lot of the stereotypes.
That's a nice word. Stereotypes. The guy that you're talking about on that bit of VT, you know, the vicar person, that was a stereotype. You don't necessarily see it, but I see it. That was a massive stereotype. He may as well have been walking around with his dick out, shagging little boys. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not even going to dispute you on that. It seems more than plausible.
Yeah.
Well, what pissed me off is that he was so condescending when he was on that show.
But what you've got to remember is this was in the 70s.
Yes.
In the UK. And we were very, very backwards in those days. Very backwards.
Well, the one thing that always knocks me out if I watch that interview, because I've watched it 2 or 3 times, like maybe once every other year, I don't know. And they like the 2 dudes were trying really hard to insist that Brian is supposed to be Jesus. And it's like, but you saw Brian attending the service, the Sermon on the Mount. He was like right there, and you saw Jesus saying those words, and Brian's watching him. No, Brian's not Jesus.
No.
I mean, it's just like, were you people even watching the movie?
And I don't think so. They said they watched the movie. I don't think that they actually paid attention. They were probably there with a couple of people and just talking amongst themselves while picking up shards of what was on screen.
That movie was banned in this country. And I find that very bizarre. Because we're not America, so we don't ban things just because people say, ooh, Jesus. That's not what we do. But thankfully, we've progressed. Massively, we've progressed. I wish America would progress. I really do.
Well, you're not alone in that one.
I think it might be slowly. But really.
Sometimes I feel like we're getting worse. Honestly, like there are times I'm saying, look, I'm sorry I'm an American, but if there's any country out there with acceptable weather that will have me, I will leave. I need an escape hatch from this place.
I think we all need an escape hatch.
Yeah. So from what?
Except for Peter, because Peter does not need an escape hatch.
No, I can just literally get up, walk a few steps, and I'm in Germany. Doesn't make anything better, though, I think.
This is why I hate Peter.
You hate a lot of people. I know you hate me.
He hates everyone.
I hate everyone.
Because everyone's smarter than he is.
Oh, fuck you.
I had to teach him how you spell immensely, which he has misspelled for a couple of months now.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's what I do.
Yeah, well, I like to cast aspersions.
No, but I think America is moving in the right direction. The problem is the fanatics are growing. Where Christianity is on its decline, the young creationists are growing. And not only in the US, because we have those here in Holland now as well. So,
Okay, we have a new person waiting in the green room.
Do we?
We do, yes.
Are you afraid it might be he who must not be named?
I'm kind of scared.
You're always scared.
He seems to have a beard.
Well,
he seems to have a beard.
Mm-hmm.
I could name a bunch of people who could qualify.
He has a beard.
It's not the guy that I sent a link because he hasn't watched his DMs yet. Is he bald?
He has a beard, a hat, and he's vaping. Should we do a demo?
Okay.
Should we do?
Is it possible he's from Canada?
Let's do a democratic vote on this. Yay or nay?
Yay.
I'm saying yay.
Do I get two yays?
Yay.
Okay. I love democracy.
Wow, totally.
What the fuck is this?
18 different flavors of not who I thought it was going to be.
Oh, no.
I was honestly expecting Neil.
You thought I was Canadian?
Here's the man who still thinks that you can get from the UK to Canada without a passport.
Are you shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? Oh, you're winding me up. You dirty, dirty fucking bastard. Are you shitting me? Is that him?
Yes.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
you.
Mr. Taylor.
You evil fucking bastard, Peter.
I told you. You said send him a link, so I sent him a link.
Oh, my gosh.
So,
Oh,
Taylor,
my gosh.
how's it going?
Oh, fuck.
All right.
Kate.
He dared me to come on here, so you knew I was going to come on here.
I sent
Kate, I really apologize for this.
I actually have no idea who this guy is.
Oh,
Like,
But you don't want to. You literally do not want to know who this guy is.
Taylor, introduce yourself.
I'm the pastor of Prayer Works,
Actually, I got that far.
so we're live on some shit.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God,
well,
Peter. You dick. You utter fucking dick. Why did you do this to me?
Because it'll spice things up.
Oh, fuck, I hate
I
you
mean,
so much.
Kate doesn't know him. Kate's in for a treat.
Okay.
Possibly in for material for a video.
Oh, my God.
Well, we're living in a material world.
And I am a material girl.
Now, Pastor Taylor.
Sounds like y'all need some help getting some fucking spice, man. Y'all sound so boring. I don't know about the bionic lady, but y'all don't sound like you're doing much here.
Well, I only found out that this stream was even happening after it'd been up for like an hour and a half, give or take. So,
Oh, thank you.
well, I was at the store.
Yeah,
No, so in short, Pastor Taylor is someone that you can present evidence to, and he will still say that you're wrong. That's the cool thing about Pastor Taylor. And he thinks.
No, I've seen evidence. I've been presented evidence of people that
I wasn't finished.
Not all there, and I believe that.
I wasn't finished with the introduction. He also thinks that you cannot have your personal interpretation of the Bible, and you should all have his personal interpretation of the Bible, which is cool. And it's totally not a contradiction.
Yeah, personal interpretation is a nothing. You need a personal relationship with God. You can believe the Bible all you fucking want, but you don't have that God in it, no point.
Well, one of these days I would very much like to meet George Lucas. I mean, God. So,
yeah.
Well, think about it. George Lucas is a bearded man who created a galaxy. There's a father, there's a son, there's a ghost, there's good versus evil. Clearly, George Lucas is the Christian God.
Wait, did he drop off? Oh, he's back. Yeah. So
you think George Lucas is the Christian God?
Isn't he?
No, he's not. But I'm asking you. This is up to you. This isn't regardless of what I think.
No,
Or what I think
please.
about your analysis.
No, please do not do this. No.
What?
No. Oh, Peter, I hate you.
Just
twat.
The big difference. The big
Yeah, that's what you got. It sounds like you guys don't. You need therapy. You're gonna invite people to your stream and shit you don't want on the stream. There's a therapist out there for this.
See,
somewhere.
he's a bearded man, created a galaxy, father, son, and ghost, good versus evil.
I'm
George Lucas is God, clearly.
George Lucas is the Christian guy because he fell into a coma and thought up all this Star Wars and stuff.
You realize I'm messing with you, right?
Yeah, I do. But no, I made this comparison. You remember episode 1 where they talk about the midi-chlorians?
Yeah.
And then they never talk.
I'm just going to mute him.
No. Let him talk. Come on, let him talk.
I can't do this.
Don't be Christian, don't censor people.
I can't do this. This is
better.
just fucking.
No, we need to do better. Come on, unmute him.
Oh, fuck's sake. Peter, I really hate you.
No.
Hey, you hate me too, and you leave me unmuted.
Yeah. Taylor, unmute yourself.
No, I've muted him.
Yeah, but he can unmute himself, though, can't he?
No, he can't.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let this motherfucker deal with his little emotional shit real quick, and then I'll come back if y'all get ready. If y'all prepare yourselves mentally.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Pastor, whatever you're calling yourself today. What I want you to do, I'm feeling kind of gentle today. I want you to come back clothed, not naked. We do not want any of that again. I want you to come back.
What have I missed?
I want you to come back and tell Bionic about your bishop.
I'm going to assume that's a euphemism.
It's not even a fucking euphemism.
No,
I wish it was.
No. Hold on, Stu. You're mixing up two people. He's not the one from the bishop.
Oh, he's not the bishop guy. Okay.
No, he's not the bishop guy. He's the guy with the passport.
Oh, passport guy. Okay.
Yeah.
It's so confusing.
No, so I want to know, how do you have a relationship with an imaginary character? That is the big part that I still haven't had an answer. What does this relationship entail? What part of a relationship is in that relationship? So Taylor, unmute yourself and tell us all about that relationship. Do you talk? Do you have sex?
Wait, was that to me? Was that to me? Am I allowed to speak?
Yes.
Yeah, I suggest what you do, Pastor of Prayer Works, is turn your cam on.
Do I have permission to speak?
Turn your cam on, Pastor.
All right, yeah. So you can't have a relationship with something that's imaginary.
No, that's what I said.
So you have to have a relationship with something that exists.
Actually, that's not entirely true. I mean, you get that nice centerfold of Princess Leia. You can have a relationship with a fictional character. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I want to know what that relationship entails. Do you go out to dinner together? Do you what do you do in that relationship? And now he's muted himself again. Or did you do that, Stu?
Not me.
Well, what do you do in the relationship? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, in order to get a relationship with God, you have to humble yourself to God.
Okay, but if you talk to him,
you can't just stumble upon him and find him.
If you talk to him, does he answer? If you talk to God, does he answer?
You guys, I have a feeling you guys are gonna. Huh?
Well, see, that's the thing. Is like on the one hand,
he's just like anyone else. Like,
well, the thing is,
he's just like anyone else. If you don't want to talk to me, he won't say nothing.
I will admit that this whole idea of a relationship with God sounds terribly silly to me. But if it was possible, if there really is a God, how would I recognize the difference between having a chat with God and having a chat with myself? That was a legit question. I'm really asking.
Good luck.
Wait,
Tumbleweed.
what was your question?
My question was, how do I tell the difference between having a chat with God and having a chat with myself? How do I know it's not my imagination?
Hold
Hey,
on. I'm gonna pull over.
I'm just going to put
Keep
this
your
out
button.
there. I'm going to put this out here, Pastor of Prayer Works. Just to prove me wrong and to prove to Bionic that you're not... To prove to Bionic that you're not a totally crazy person, switch your cam on.
I didn't think he was totally crazy.
He's totally crazy.
Yes, my audio's fucking up. I heard you asked me what's the difference between a relationship to God and then how to.
Well, not so much what's the difference, but rather how do I tell the difference? Like, suppose I started praying to God, to your God specifically, and I feel like I got an answer. How do I know that it's not just me and my brain being weird? How do I know it's really a completely separate and distinct entity from myself?
You're wasting your time with this one, Kurt.
Yeah, I'm well, also it looks like he's gone, but
Yeah.
I have to wonder, that vape, was that full of cannabis oil or was that just a regular old vape?
That's a crazy person.
What you need to know about
A
this
very
one
crazy
is
person.
that he usually sits in front of a big blow me sign and then pretends to be the pastor of a ministry. I'm not kidding.
I can't imagine where you
Oh.
might find a big blow me sign, but okay.
Hey, you know what? We must be popular tonight because he wants to come back.
Yeah, put him back in and don't mute him. Let him answer. I'd like to see where he gets his delusions from.
I get
Well,
so
I'm
fucking
genuinely
tired
curious.
of
You know
this.
what? Let's put it this way. If it turns out there really is a God, I'd want that information so I'd know where he is and I can find him and kill him. But
The thing is, Kate, what
Yeah.
you don't understand, you're not talking to the usual religious person. This is somebody who is...
Well,
You're not gonna win on this one.
I'm not trying to win necessarily. I might try to give him enough rope to hang himself, but I'm not really trying to win. Wow, your connection is garbage.
It wasn't him muting me again. Yeah, it's my connection. I'm driving.
I'm kind of confused.
It's always good to look in the camera when you're driving. That's a great idea.
And what is it with
I'm trying to keep it the camera off.
Their videos in cars anyway?
Oh, that is such a thing, isn't it?
It is. They're like, we've started calling them car theists.
Yeah, live and driving, as they call it.
I love that.
So,
Theist.
back to the question. How do you distinguish between a talk with yourself and a talk with God?
The talk with God I had is like the talk I'm having with you right now.
That's not an answer to the question.
Yeah, how do you tell the difference?
No, but that's why I distinguish that. Peter, should I take what you're saying to me seriously? Should I take your question seriously, like someone's actually talking to me?
Can I be a grown-up here for 1 second?
That
I
doesn't.
don't know. Are you able?
Yeah, fuck you.
No.
If he's driving, obviously he's an idiot. But should we not be doing this if he's actually driving?
He's old enough. He can do this if he thinks he can do this. I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly. No,
it's all fun
like,
and
look,
games.
we gotta be real. We gotta be real with ourselves.
Around the telephone pole.
Back
turn the camera off.
Back to the question.
But
Ted.
if you want to be an adult, you need to look at it this way. I'm here. you wouldn't have the fucking balls to go on a show where people are treating you like this. And you know that shit. And that's the problem. That's the difference between me and you. I know the God of the Bible. I'm not afraid.
You don't.
I'm not afraid of little atheists that like to stroke each other off.
You do not know. You do not know the God of the Bible because knowledge is demonstrable. If you can demonstrate God to us right here, right now, I will grant you that you know him.
Yeah, make him say hi.
Yeah. Make him do anything.
Make God say more.
So I'm going to demonstrate them to you right now. I invite any one of you to come on the Christian. I invite any one of you to come on the Christian Coalition.
Peter, help me out with
it's
this
me and
one.
5 other theists, which is one of you.
Oh, I'm more than willing.
All right, and we're going to ask you a bunch of stupid questions that you don't want to answer.
I'm more than.
We're not going to answer. We're not going to coherently respond to you.
Taylor. I'm more than willing.
If you do it, I'll become an atheist.
Okay, then I'll definitely do it.
Firstly,
if you do, I'll become an atheist.
Yeah, shut up. Firstly, I would like to apologise for this nonsense. I was not expecting this, and I blame Peter, obviously. And I also apologise to Bionic because this is going to get crazy.
I'm used to crazy.
No,
I seriously,
really fucking crazy.
I've been in live streams with both G-Man and Matt Powell. I can handle crazy.
Yeah. G-Man is a fucking pussycat.
Well,
this guy is fucking.
Yeah, crazy.
I think the most difficult part, like, because it already it's been a very.
Watching.
The most difficult part for me is not just flat out insulting him right now, right here. It's really hard to try to stay objective and even tempered at the moment.
See, the problem with you, Taylor, is that every time people ask you a question about your God, what you do is answer a different question and then deflect. And that's what you did right now.
I said, Peter, I said, me talking to God the same as me talking to you. That's how I don't distinguish that from a different conversation.
Do you hear
it's
God's
actually
voice
happening.
with your ears?
Did you catch?
Do you hear God's voice with your ears?
Did you catch?
Yeah, when he wants to come talk to me, he wants to come talk to me. But he don't always talk to me when I call him.
Okay,
Taylor.
but that doesn't answer my question. When he talks to you, do you hear him with your ears? Yes, with your ears?
Yes.
Okay.
Just like I hear Peter.
Well, then here's what I want you to do. Next time he has a chat with you, record it and give us the MP3.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because that would be the same as talking to me, because you can record me. So what you just said is that you can record God. So please, next time, record him.
That's fine, Peter. It don't do you no good, though. Even if I fucking record God and prove him to you, you're still fucked, man. You didn't believe.
This is deflection again, because you know you cannot do that.
No, I've already told you. I've already fucking told you. I can record God, Peter.
Oh my God.
But even if I do, if I show you the fucking thing,
oh, shit.
You can record.
If I show you evidence of God, you're still gonna be fucked.
You can record God.
Oh shit. Is this the same person from I've muted him.
Taylor, I have a question.
I've muted him. I've muted him.
Stool, hang on. Stool, time out.
No.
The next time you talk to God, Taylor, can you do a live stream and bring me in so I can talk to him as well?
Jesus fucking crap. I had to mute him. I'm really sorry. But it hurts my ears.
No, don't mute him. Let him talk.
Well, but the thing is, he seems to have a really hard time letting other people get an edge in word-wise.
I need your help here, Peter. Is this the guy from last time or the one from before?
This is the guy from the 8-hour stream.
This is the one who got naked.
No. That's not the one.
Oh, it's the previous one.
The previous one.
Well, you know, underneath these clothes, I am completely naked.
Yeah, me too.
Damn.
But don't mute him. Let him and I want him to
That's
tell.
fine if you want to mute. If you want to mute me, it's fine.
No,
It's his show. If you want to treat someone with disrespect and be offended by the disrespect, it's a win. You can mute me all day long.
Taylor.
Muting you is not disrespect. Calling you some of the names that Stool here has called me, that's disrespect. Although, let me put it this way, I think he's totally fun to mess with, so it's okay.
Taylor.
Yeah.
You know, hey, look at you. Don't think it's disrespectful to introduce somebody as fucking crazy before they even come on the show?
Taylor, can you please let someone else
Yeah,
talk?
see, that's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem coming on with atheists because atheists brain rot. It's proven.
Let someone
They don't
else.
see. You don't smell your own shit.
Can you let someone else ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't see why not.
Next time you talk to God, can you do me a favor and then set up a StreamYard hangout and bring me in so I can listen to you talking to God? Can you do that for me? And
Yeah, when I'm talking to God, Peter, I should be able to record it.
What? What?
If I'm talking to God and he's making audible noises, Peter, I should very well be able to record it.
Yeah.
If I get this me and God having a chat and I record him and there's nothing really there, you don't exist, Peter. You win.
Yeah. Okay. So.
But if he does exist, you fucking lose. And it's not just fucking.
Wouldn't it be better? Wouldn't it be better to
oh, well,
bring
now I'm a
in?
Christian.
Well, wait
Wait
a minute. Do we really lose necessarily if it turns out he's really there and you give us evidence of him? Because then at least we could go, aha, I guess God really is real. Now I have sufficient information with which to make a decision. As in, like, knowing God is real makes faith unnecessary, but it also makes belief almost inherent.
Yeah.
And it's these long, silent pauses after I've made what I think is a decent point that make me wonder if I've just gone over his head or what.
Probably. Or he's just not paying attention.
Yeah, you've got to kind of...
No, I have audio problems.
Keep the sentences short.
I hear Peter okay, I just don't hear her.
You don't hear Bionic Dance?
I can hear you, Peter, but I can't hear anyone else.
Well,
really?
So drop out.
Hers is robotic.
Drop out and get back in again.
Yeah, hold on.
That helps. It's an issue that I've had, so I think that's a legit issue.
So,
I hate you so much, Peter. I really hate you, Peter. Why do you do this to me?
In about a half hour, I'm going to have to go feed my cats. That won't take very long, but I might also decide it's time for dinner. So just fair warning, about a half hour.
Okay. Thanks for dropping by.
Sure. Oh, this has been fun. And honestly, I was entertained right from the very beginning when Faye decided to run like a little bitch.
I have no clue what happened there. But to be fair, she was the second one to run from a stream because she didn't like someone.
Oh.
And that was
to
before you joined.
To be totally fair, what you really need to do is to eat your candy canes.
You and that Columbia, stop messing with that stuff, silly cat. You and those candy canes, you've become mildly obsessed, haven't you?
Maybe.
For those who don't know, I decided to buy some novelty candy canes, including pizza, mac and cheese, and bacon flavor. They're pretty universally disgusting, by the way, and taste almost nothing like what they claim to taste like. The pizza ones taste like pepper and oregano.
I'm so turned on right now.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
No, so Kate, don't worry. There's nothing wrong with you that isn't wrong with me, because apparently we both made someone leave.
Who was the other one?
Staggers and Jags.
Oh.
Which I legitimately tried to help, so I have no clue.
I think Stags was a little bit pissed off because his audio wasn't good.
Yeah, but that's not a reason to leave.
I can kind of get it, to be honest.
If people are trying to help you, that's more reason to stick around so you can fix the problem. At least that's what I would do. But then I'm special.
Yeah, you are very special. Yeah.
See.
No, I can get it because.
But Kate, before you go, I want you to come on our show and talk about your entire career on YouTube.
Sure, I'd love to.
Okay, I'll get in
His
touch.
show is really shit.
Yeah. Well, so the show is called Herding Cats. I think Kate could relate to that at least
Oh yes,
in more ways than one.
literally and figuratively, no doubt. Right
See?
now, I have two cats who are looking at each other like they're about to commit vicious and bloody murder upon each other's bodies. But, well,
See, and that's why I have a dog. It's literally
yeah. Sometimes I wonder if I'd be dog people if it hadn't been for that incident when I was really young. Like they say that it's actually worse fear-wise to watch a mauling than to be the one mauled. And I would know about that. I just know that I watched two toddlers get ripped to shreds by an angry dog, and since then I've been terrified of them.
Yeah, and that will probably end up in dogs hating you because they will sense that the fear or the rejection, and so dogs don't want to come near you.
Well, the problem is when they want to come too near me.
Yeah, see, and that's I literally used my dog to get people to lose that fear of dogs.
The closest I came to losing that fear of dogs was when the girl I was totally crushing on in high school had one. Mind you, she was depressingly straight, so that was never going to go anywhere. But for like a couple of months there, I made the effort to try to get over the dog fear.
That's usually how that happens. I've seen people become Christian because of a beautiful woman.
Yes, I've heard about people converting for their loved one, which honestly, if there is a God, would have to seem kind of insulting in a way. Like, oh, I'm not good enough for you, but you're getting a little trim over there, and now all of a sudden you're converting? I don't think so. You know.
When you say trim, do you mean pubes?
I've just only ever heard the term used for sex. I mean, it's possible that it's a reference to pubes, but when I've heard people say trim, they just mean they're getting sex.
Would you like to stroke my big black thing? It is very hefty. I've got to admit.
You're terrible.
It's massive. It really is massive.
Yeah, but that's just because it's close to the camera.
Oh,
it's
far away.
All perspective.
It's far away.
Okay, so according to Urban Dictionary, trim refers to like a not quite so well used vagina.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it says pussy, usually good, clean, shaved, not used a lot, is what the entry says.
Not used a lot.
That's what it says.
So you had me at a not well used vagina.
I'm kind of.
I want to know.
Not good. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, it's. I live with two women. If I utter that language in the house, I'm sleeping outside.
Well, look at it this way. At least all of you is sleeping outside.
No, it would just be me.
No. All of you. As in nobody hacked off a part and kept it indoors.
Yeah, okay. I'm not living with Lorena Babbitt. No, that would be going a bit too far. A bit too far is also quite a good reference to what happened.
Also, my last name is Farr. I mean, obviously not spelled exactly the same way, but still.
No, there's an H in that.
Yep.
I love surnames. I totally love surnames.
So, do you pronounce your last name the same way Kent Hovind pronounces water?
I pronounce it far, as in the opposite of near.
Yeah. So that would be a no.
So, do you think that the H in far is invisible?
Well, it takes the A and makes sure that it's an ah sound as opposed to
Say it.
ah. Like I've had people try to call me Kate Fair, and I'm like, my last name is not Fair. Where do you think that H was in the sound of the name? How does AH turn into air? I don't think it does.
I've got a thing about surnames. I love how they're spelled when it's from a language or a culture that you're not familiar with. I found that really exciting. I'm giving you TMI.
Yeah.
Well,
I kind of like it.
Well, but you come from a country where you can have a surname, spell it in a specific way, and then pronounce it in a way that has nothing to do with the way that it is spelled.
right, like the way Raymond Luxury Yacht is pronounced throat wobbler mangrove.
I'm still looking. So there is a guy who has his own Wikipedia page with his full name, and it is pronounced completely different as the way it's written. And I'm still looking for that. There are two. There's one. There's in the UK you have the guy with the longest name, who has a ridiculously amount of Christian.
Whatever. I'm just embarrassed.
Oh, merciful Zeus. Although this says hoaxes.org, so it's probably not real.
Yeah, well, and also, what's up with spelling something with two small f's instead of one capital F? What's the difference?
Where is this being done?
In the UK?
That's not being done in the UK.
Yeah, you got a guy called Fuchs, which is spelled Ffaulkes, and it is spelled with two small f's instead of one capital F.
That's not very British.
Yeah, that is really, really British.
I'm gonna guess that he's a foreigner.
There's no country where you have a name that starts with two small f's instead of a capital F.
Watch the video that I've linked to on the Twitters where it explains how language has evolved from England, from the 14th century to today. And it will explain everything to you.
See, and there's where I have a problem, because there is a guy who, and I can't get the book anymore because it's out of press. There's a guy who explains that the dialect from the part of Holland where I come from is the source of all languages, and he can actually prove that. So he takes a word from my dialect, and that translates to English, and another word translates to something in French. So all languages come from where I live.
Slightly true.
So I think I may have found the guy you were talking about with the really long last name, and it so looks like that whole Johann Gamble Putty guy from Monty Python. It's like Adolph, Blaine, Charles, David, Earl, Frederick, Gerald, Hubert, Irvin, John Kenneth, Lloyd, Martin, Nero, Oliver, Paul, Quincy, Randolph, Sherman, Thomas, Uncas, if that's a name, Victor, William, Xerxes, Yancey, Zeus, Wolfen, Schlegel, Steinhausen, Bergerdorf, Well, Chorva, and I'm lost now, but there's like literally 4 lines of that last name with the German there. It's, I
If I had that name, all I would do is go outside and try to be pulled over by the cops. And then say, if you want to write me a ticket, at least write my full name.
Maybe share my screen here. This is him on Wikipedia.
I'm confused because you've now got yourself a title.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had that since
Kate, you've got yourself a title, so
since 2015. I was on Twitter just a couple of months, and then someone came up and gave me that title. So I even have a T-shirt that says that.
Oh, well, I bought a title from the Principality of Sealand.
The Principality of Sealand.
Yes.
Where's that?
That is about, I think it was like 12 kilometers off the coast of the UK.
I've never heard of that.
It's a small World War II fort that had been abandoned. And this one dude went up to it, declared it his, and it kind of stuck because it's technically in international waters. And then they started selling noble titles for the Principality of Sealand. So for about $60, I got named Lady Catherine.
I've heard of that. I've literally heard of that. And now Stool is going to get an aneurysm because the guy who just dropped off, we had an entire conversation about what's different between Great Britain, the UK, and England. Well, we touched on the Isle of Man, which wasn't part of the UK, except it apparently still is. So I'm really confused. But I've heard of the guy who claimed the fort. So yeah, that could be legitimate.
Well, I actually asked them about it, and they said that the titles are not hereditary, and no, you can't buy them for your pets.
No, yeah.
And that new title you've given me there is technically incorrect because dames are knights, and I did not buy a knighthood.
oh my gosh, you're actually going to argue with a British person. Peter,
It's the second
Peter,
one.
don't.
We're not talking about British titles, are we? We're talking about Sealandian titles.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. As a British person, I hereby bestow upon you, Bionic, the official title of Dame of Sealand.
Okay, can you do that?
Yes, I can. Technically, I can because I'm British. So fuck you.
I thought the Queen had to knight someone.
Yeah, technically you can.
Yeah. When you're British, you get powers, superpowers.
Yeah.
So when do you actually get to be a full-on Brit, not just kind of British?
Oh, that is so shit. I'm going to mute you.
Well, it's kind of like my mom's side of the family. They're very culturally Jewish, so they're not Jews so much as Jewish. You see?
Ish.
Yeah.
Yes.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're British.
A little bit Brit.
Not a Brit, you're British.
Just a little bit.
I wish I thought of that. That's awesome. I'm going to piss off so many people with that. Now I know this.
Let's piss people off.
Yes. That's what I do. Why do
It's
you
what
think
we
I brought
do.
Taylor in?
That's my kind of life.
Yeah.
Let's piss people off.
Yeah. That's why I brought Taylor in. To liven up things. And now he's it's going to take him 20 minutes before he's back.
Oh dear.
And I really wanted to know what it is like to have a relationship with God, and I still don't.
Well, you could ask one of my exes. I mean, every night we were in bed, she kept saying, "Oh God, oh God."
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to hear more.
See, I get the part where you can hear someone scream Jesus. The oh God isn't really a thing where I'm at.
I don't know. I've taken lately to saying Jesus herald Christ, because our Father who art in heaven, herald be thy name.
See, this is cool. You've been in this business so long. You've come up with all these things. That's why we need to have a chat, because there's so much that I can learn.
Well, to be fair, I stole that one, but there have been a few things like it. I mean, you've probably seen the word epistivist around. That was my creation.
Yeah.
It got kind of popularized by Aaron Ra, but he's never failed to give me credit for it. So that's good.
I am one, so obviously I know who created the word, and on Ra, who does propagate it a lot.
And
Also
you've actually met Aaron, haven't you?
Oh, like I said, he never fails to give me credit, and I love him for it. He's such a great guy.
You guys have actually met Aaron, haven't you?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Well,
have you, Peter?
Online, so I talked to Aaron long
in
before.
real life. I mean,
Yeah,
real life.
Not in real life. Just through calls.
Aaron has done so much good work for people. He's fucking awesome. He really is.
And what I think is really sad is that the Aaron you get when you're offline is one of the most polite, one of the most humble and kind people I've ever had the pleasure of knowing.
He's a big old teddy bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's I'm going to go back to superhero movies now. What is that guy called from what's the one that gets turned into stone?
Turned into stone?
I have no clue.
Well, help me out here. Is this Marvel or DC?
I don't know the fucking answer to that. The big orange thing.
Oh, Trump.
I wish he turned into stone. Can we make that happen?
The big orange. Oh, you're talking about the Thing.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
the Fantastic Four.
Thing.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like Aaron Ra, isn't it?
I don't know. I've got a picture of Aaron Ra in Klingon cosplay, and I think that works better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get where I'm coming from. He looks big. He looks big and scary, but he's actually a really good person.
One of the things that I really like to see before I die is Aaron Ra in a Gene Simmons outfit.
Oh golly. Okay, sure. Or Dr. Frankenfurter.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. One thing I would really like to see before I die is another planet, or possibly the immortality serum, something like that. That'd be nice to see before I die.
I wouldn't want the immortality serum.
Well, okay. I don't necessarily want to survive the heat death of the universe, but there's not enough time to explore even this planet, much less a galaxy, much less the universe. And I want that time.
What I would want is something that would prolong everything, but I need to have the opportunity to say, I've lived it long enough now. I need to cop out.
Yeah. I now need to really bore you. because my brain has now gone wild. So, superhero costumes, which one would you go for first? Which one would you wear?
Maybe I'm flattering myself, but I think I can make a decent Wonder Woman.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah. I love Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Peter, please do not say Wonder Woman. Please
No,
do not
I'm not going
say
to say
Wonder Woman.
I'm not going to say Wonder Woman. So, just from a design point of view, I would go with Iron Man. I think that costume is one of the best designed. But then I'm talking about Iron Man in the movies because I've never read any superhero comics.
I think I would go for Batman, but not the modern Batman.
Please
So
don't
Adam West.
tell me the Batman that I grew up with that has underwear that looks like it's 40 years old and washed on the wrong temperature. That's no, just
So what
no.
are we talking Adam West here?
Yeah, we're talking Adam West,
All right.
and
Yeah.
and his counterpart Robin was even worse.
I never liked Robin's outfit. It always looked so silly.
Yeah, and so
In the original TV
also
series,
isn't a
Eh.
name that you would associate with the helper of a superhero. I mean, granted, if you know what an actual Robin does, so they kill each other. That's why they have the red chest, and that's why a Robin will attack everything that is red.
in the original TV series, back in the 60s, they had to take tablets to make their willies be smaller.
You're definitely making this up right now.
No, this is the truth. Why do you just always assume that I'm making shit up, Peter?
Because I believe you for a second.
Yeah, they could have just worn one, like a cup or something.
No. Google it, and it's a true thing. They actually had to take medication because
I'm not
of
buying
American. Yeah, well, you know what? Fuck off, you.
I wouldn't
Because of American sensibilities.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past the American Puritans. I really wouldn't. But I still think it's a made up story.
I think it's a true. Should we have a vote on this? I love vote.
I mean, the problem is that, like, few actors are going to be willing to alter their bodies that drastically for a part. You get a couple of them, like, what is it, Christian Bale, who starved himself for 4 months to play a junkie or something. But somehow I doubt for a TV show that ran how many years, you're going to have actors willing to shrink their junk just to keep the part. I suspect that would never happen.
And were they sure that there were no lasting after effects?
Yeah.
The part that I would be worried about. I mean, take the medication.
This is a true.
Okay.
But suppose I went and auditioned for a part or something, and they said, okay, you can totally have this part, but we got to make your tits smaller, so we're going to slice them off and replace them with much smaller implants. Okay? And I'd be like, fuck off.
I think, obviously, as a 27-year-old, you're not actually familiar with how American TV networks worked in those days, Kate. They did have to take medication to make the let's say bulges.
And you know I'm not 27, right?
And Kate, for the record, the thing with the tits, one of my best friends was a lesbian woman, and she passed away close to a decade ago from cancer. What we never knew is that she would bandage her breasts to look more masculine, and we literally never knew that. And she told us on her deathbed, because she was afraid that we would notice, hey, you're suffering from cancer, now you got breasts.
That seems like a weird progression. You're
It's-
suffering from cancer and now you have breasts.
Yes. Well,
I mean, like cancer and breasts usually don't follow from each other, but okay.
no, but so she did tell us at when she could no longer walk on her own, that's where she told us, this is what I did because I didn't want to look like a woman. And she didn't look like a woman because everyone thought she was a guy. And it's someone I still dearly miss every day.
So, do you suspect she might have been trans then?
No. Because she really was lesbian. She was really out and loud about it that she was lesbian.
But she didn't want anyone to think she was.
She wanted to look like a man, but not to the point where she would want to transition into a man. That makes sense.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it's also breaking my brain a little.
Oh, she broke a lot of people's brain. Yeah, she was quite a character, to be honest. But as I said, it's someone that I really miss. And someone who was really loud all the time. About everything.
I just, because I'm a polite person, I muted and went to the bathroom.
See?
Not because I wanted to wank over certain things.
Obviously not. No, but so.
But I've come back at an inappropriate time.
Have you taken your medication that will shrink your junk?
There is no such medication.
See? Told you.
Yeah. Well, you know, when I said I didn't buy it, I meant it.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I heard a beep. Oh, you dirty bastards are doing things.
You heard a what?
I heard a beep. Never mind, ignore me.
Oh wait, yeah, I can do that. See?
All right. Wow, both of my cats are staring at me like, you're going to feed us, right? You're going to feed us, right?
Oh,
right?
Jesus.
And in at least one case, it's more of a, you're going to feed us, right? So, yeah, it's almost that time. It's literally less than a minute from feeding time. So I may have to make like a baby and head out.
Okay. Well, it was cool talking to you, and I'll send you a message so we can set things up and have a talk about you.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. I will catch you two evil geniuses like the plague. Have fun.
Okay. Catch you later. Bye-bye. So now we have to wait until Taylor gets back.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
You're not going to let him back in?
I'll let him back in. Oh, you know, this thing is open to anybody, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, so I sent the link out to a few people, and I've noticed that it hasn't been read. So that didn't work. Suddenly, everyone's off social media for some reason.
Artie has said, I'm being gay, so I can't play until Monday.
What? When did he say that?
I'm paraphrasing. He didn't actually say that. I can't join you tonight. I'm available tomorrow through Monday, at least. I think he's having sex with
It can't be.
religious
It's not
people.
Friday. The only day he's not available is Friday, so he can't say that he's available tomorrow because he isn't.
Yeah.
The only one watching still is Spooky. Spooky, come on in here.
Yeah, Spooky does not like to play.
What's wrong with you, Spooky? Come on.
Do you like my new colour scheme?
Did you what?
Do you like my new colour scheme?
Your new color scheme.
You've all got a bit of an orange thing going on.
Is that to celebrate Trump?
Oh shit. I didn't think about that. No.
Well, you can't cop out because orange is the color that the Dutch will use on every single sport event. They will color everything orange. Because obviously our king is called Orange. He literally is. That's where that comes from. King William of Orange.
The truly sad thing about this, 3 hours and 27 minutes now. I will keep doing this.
3 hours?
I'm determined, Peter.
Obviously.
I'm very determined.
Yeah. And also, no one has mentioned Will Smith. Just saying.
I know, but Will Smith is a cunt, so he can fuck off.
To be fair, the only thing close to a Will Smith reference is behind me.
Nobody ever gets my references. I like to be subtle.
I got the White House on fire. All I need is a UFO hovering above it. And I can't do UFOs quickly. I could do the racing car really quickly. I literally made that while we were talking.
If I could be asked, and I cannot be asked, I'm also now about 3 feet away from my posh microphone, so you probably can't hear me.
Yes, I can.
I've literally no idea how this sounds because this is like an experiment. Obviously, I can't hear what you can hear. But my big thing is here. I'm 3 feet away.
I'm usually when I'm on a live stream, I have my microphone 3 feet away, which is like this. So is there any difference between what I had just now and what it sounds like now?
Yeah, there is a big difference, yeah.
Okay. So what you're saying is that when I go live, I need to have my microphone like this?
That sounds good, yeah.
Well, it can even sound better if I do it like this.
No, that's not good.
Why is that not good?
Yeah, that's not good.
It cuts out the background noise if I do that.
Maybe when you're a grown-up, I will teach you how to understand audio and microphones.
Talking to the guy who had its own radio show, had its own TV show, and also organized some music events and had to juggle the sound for those music events. And you're going to teach me how to use a microphone.
Totally, yeah. I will do it.
Yeah,
I absolutely will do it.
Obviously you will. Okay, so Spooky's not joining. Why are you not joining, Spooky? What's wrong with you?
He's a coward.
He's literally been in that side chat for 3 hours. He might as well join and have some fun. Because I keep forgetting to look at the side chat. We had Doorknob Head here, who I usually say hi to. And I didn't
what you've got to remember is that most of these people in side chat are doing other things. They're watching more exciting things.
Could be. But I just looked at the screen, so my Black Lives Matter logo is disappearing behind my name, but my title is nicely behind the name. So you didn't know that I had that title? It's probably because I don't use it much.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This. What it says here. Aren't you looking at the screen what it says below me? Oh, damn. Did I just get knighted?
I'm allowed to do that because I'm British. I can knight you.
Mm-hmm.
Spooky! You dirty fucker. Come and play. We're bored. Come on.
Audio and Photoshop special, yay. Now, so, but why are you so pissed off with Will Smith?
With what?
With Will Smith.
He's a cunt.
Why? He's the Fresh Prince.
Oh, should we play that? I can actually make that happen, but I will get into so much trouble.
No, don't do that.
I could kind of do it.
No, don't.
I kind of want to.
If anything, you should play his cousin dancing. I always thought that that was the best part of the show. What? What? Okay.
I've got a real problem with the term Independence Day. It's been hijacked by our idiot government. And it's not going to be good.
I'm being distracted. You see that? What?
Oh, fuck off. I don't want cats.
What?
Cats just fucking bore me.
It's not a cat. What?
Oh, it's a dog thing.
What?
Spooky. Spooky, spooky, spooky. Come on, join us. Please, Spooky, join us. I don't want to look at fucking Peter's dog. Join us.
Oh, she's so cool. She gets to go to the vet tomorrow with me to have her checked out if everything worked out after the surgery. Yeah. Yeah. What?
Yeah, whatever. If you like your dogs and cats, that's cool, but yeah, whatever.
To be fair, and my dog might even come before my girlfriend's.
That was weird.
Yeah. I've had her now for 12 and a half years. And up until a month ago, we haven't been
Oh,
separated
hang on.
more than 24 hours.
So the thing that I can't drive this. So the thing that you were holding, you've had it for 12 years.
My dog.
12 years?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
She's literally in the same room, in the same place with me for 12 years, apart from when she had her operation when she was gone for 48 hours.
What's her name?
Davy.
So she is called Davy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Right. And she doesn't lick. She just rubs my nose with her nose, which I haven't taught her. No, she's literally one of the coolest dogs I've had.
Yeah, I can see this. It looks like a very, very cool dog.
Yeah, but that's because she was really damaged when I got her. So I spent 3 years resocializing her so she could just walk outside without going nuts. What are you looking at? Because you're looking at something different than StreamYards.
My screen is very close to my face, so don't judge me. I'm totally not watching porn.
So if
I'm actually
if I were to wear glasses, you would see that I currently have 4 screens on. I could have a fifth, but I only have 4.
Oh, so you've got a totally awesome setup. You know, I used to have that kind of thing. Now I have to use shenanigans to make this happen.
Well, so I got lucky because I needed all this stuff for my job, which also
cool.
paid for it. And then
So
last year, I got my first.
Your work paid for your things.
What?
Your job paid for your things.
Yes, I was a graphic designer, so that was just a write-off.
Mm-hmm.
I got new stuff every year. I still have 5 laptops because I thought that was a really good idea. If you have clients, to have everything from a particular client on a separate laptop. So if you go there, you just grab the correct laptop and you have everything. See, that is really old school. You're taking a picture from your screen. Have you heard of screen capture? Also, I think you took the wrong medication because it didn't shrink your dick. It shrunk you entirely because you're no longer in the picture. What are you doing?
Don't ask.
Been with me for 12 and a half years, still hasn't figured out that I'm not edible. She's vicious. Talk about Vicious. So should we revisit the fact that Sid Vicious was never on trial for treason because of a song?
Oh, you dirty, dirty fucking bastard.
It could be a question for Pastor if he returns.
No, I hate you so much for this because you know when you do the YouTube and you get suggestions. I'm being bombarded with Sid Vicious shit.
Why?
I don't know why, because I've never searched for such things ever. But I'm being bombarded with documentaries about John Lydon. You're such a cunt, Peter. You really are. You've destroyed my fucking life.
Could it be because
It's actually
you did
it's actually
search when we
Sorry.
talked to Taylor?
Sorry, go on.
No, I said, could it be because you did do a search when we talked to Taylor?
I've never searched for these things ever in my life, but I'm being bombarded with documentaries about John Lydon, aka Johnny Rotten.
I'm glad it's you and not me.
And to be fair, they're very interesting because he's talking about Sid Vicious. You'll remember that name, won't you? Sid
Yeah,
Vicious.
I just said the name.
Yeah. And it's about we've got a person. It's actually quite a sad story because the Sid Vicious person led a terrible life because of his mother. It's a sad story. Anywho, who is this person?
I don't know. I
can see something scary. It's a belly button. If this is porn, yeah, this is not going to end well.
Don't make those long introductions. Just
oh my god, no.
Okay, he's back.
Yes, sir. Oh, the lady left?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just waited till I got home to come back. The reception's bad.
So, fill me in. What's this show you want me to come on?
It's in my group. It's in the Atheist versus Theist Conflicts group.
Okay, but this is going to be a show where there are only Christians and I'll be the only atheist?
Yeah.
Okay. And when
You like that idea?
When is the show?
It's we're gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to let everyone know. But yeah, you're welcome on all my streams, man. You still have a wrench on my YouTube channel. You're the only moderator I have, Peter.
I'm the only moderator.
Yeah.
Cool.
We haven't streamed in a while because I've been doing Justin's show. Like you guys streamed over Justin's show. How could you?
Who streamed over Justin's show?
You did.
When?
Just now. Justin just had an hour show.
Is Justin live now?
Not anymore. But he was. He interviewed Greg Rogers. He believes in evolution, theistic evolution.
I think I know who the guy is. Not
He's a
entirely
Southern
sure.
Baptist.
Yeah, I think he was in the after show a couple of days ago.
Yes, he's a Southern Baptist. He believes in man before Adam. The same nutballs that created that evolution religion. I can't understand how in this day and age people believe that Pokemon exists.
Oh,
To be fair, you can catch Pokemon.
Huh?
To be fair, they hunt Pokemon. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, I talked to him on the last after show.
Yeah, he's there.
what I
Justin just
find
did an interview with
terribly
him.
interesting about this is that the weirdo actually has some really shit pieces of green cloth behind him.
Yeah, it's not big enough.
What are you talking about?
So, but
Oh,
when
the green screen?
when is this show?
Yeah,
Because
that's
I
not
want
a
to
green
talk.
screen, my friend. That's just shit.
It's a green screen.
No, it's
a piece of shit cloth.
a shit cloth.
Like
I agree with him there. But so when is this show?
Look at this. Hold on. I have to educate people that barely speak
You're gonna
English.
educate us. Okay. I love to be educated. Go for it. Educate me. Peter, I hate you so much. I really
Froze.
do.
Yeah, he froze. And my video is lagging.
Everything is
Oh,
lagging.
no, wait. I'm watching the stream instead of the. Okay. No, it's not lagging. No,
Everything has
faster.
been lagging. Everything has been lagging for me anyway for
Yep. And there he
Yeah.
goes.
a long time. But hey ho, that's what happens when we've got the COVID. So
It's because everyone is streaming at this time. It's
mhm.
also time when the Americans are up, so they're probably using up all the
Oh, the
bandwidth.
fucking Americans. Yeah.
But this sounds cool for me. A show.
So
with,
can I ask you now that all the people hang on, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go on live, Peter. I'm
Okay.
gonna click the red